Okay, cool. This is recording. Awesome. Okay. And Justin, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I like how I'll be able to do this and then hop in on this side and then go to the counter.
Yeah. Justin, talk.
Hello. I'm talking right now.
Oh,
What can I
official
do
and
for
shit.
you?
Angles, perspective.
Shave my goddamn.
Maybe this won't work as I thought it was. Maybe it was something else I was looking at.
To be honest though, I do not watch live. I like all the sound effects and shit. I like the production value.
Live
Oh,
is
no, it doesn't
where
work.
you get to see
But
how boring we all
it's
look
going
like
to where they all have gone.
Nuh-uh, we look sexy as fuck.
Well, I mean, clearly you,
Yourselves,
but
man. I've looked at myself.
Justin, say something.
Hey again.
Okay, cool.
The
We're all
channel
back.
didn't work like I
Awesome.
thought it was. It's going to the
I
same
think.
channel.
Yeah.
so
So
we're
here, have some
streaming live
cake.
on YouTube. Is that happening?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Would you like the link to share with your friends?
Yeah,
Probably
please do,
not. I'm
because
probably
I'll put
making
it
an
on
ass of myself.
Facebook.
Sorry.
Here it is in the Google Hangout.
Fuck yeah, listen less.
How was it in terms of
It
little
was-
raunchiness?
It was wonderful, all of it. The last guest that came on,
Natalie.
Natalie Jumper,
Awesome.
fucking kicked ass.
Yes.
I
like
yeah,
she offset the amount of fucks that were said by me. So it was just nice to have that balance instead of me just being
no, but I like how she started off with she's like, "Frack that," and I was like, oh, that's cute. And then she's like, "Wait, can we cuss on here?" I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, we could. And she's like, "Oh, well then, fucking
then she
just
did stop.
lose it." Yeah, and then she just dropped it like it's hot. And that little swole pants. Just the voice.
Yeah, man.
I had to leave the room. I had to go be by myself for a while.
Are we live right now?
On YouTube apparently. I know.
Now we have to watch what we say.
Fuck that. Oh, we do.
Well, no, I mean like certain.
People can find us now.
Yep, that's why I never mentioned my last name, which is
Yeah.
Jeffries.
Coach Jeffries. Here. Okay, Steve's back.
Hey, Steve. I can
What's
hear
up,
you,
Kyle?
but you couldn't hear you.
This is kind of cool, man. Because I'm hearing myself as I talk to you
Half a second later.
half a second later. I'm not going to like it and hear what the fuck I'm saying, and then I'll be like, bad.
Is Powers back yet? No, he's not getting back.
Hey, your tank is inside out.
I know.
Your Gildan Ultra Cotton. This is the lowest class of shirts.
Really?
195 at McCrary's. Fuck that shit.
I don't know what just happened.
Snoop over here.
Yeah.
I know my t-shirts.
I'm gonna hide all my tags.
No, all I care about is this.
Well, I care quite a bit about the view that I'm getting.
No one can see it, but
Nobody can get it. Well,
If only there was some plumber's crack going on.
yeah, I know. Although I don't know.
That's all we're
kinda
missing.
Digging what I am getting here. These faded purples.
so bad right now.
But what about the top of the crack? Like just peeking in. Oh,
Just a snippet.
yep.
A crack
That's why I hide
snippet.
my butt.
It's just a little bit of sag with these pink pants. Whoa.
Oh, that's playing in your ears?
Yeah. What is that?
I can't find a pair of jeans at H&M that fits me well.
Really? Well, maybe
They
you should
don't-
go with me.
My thighs are they're too big, man.
You got too big of thighs.
Too big of thighs.
It's all that bison.
That's what does it, man.
It's all that bison. Too much bison going on.
M-
in your
and
thighs.
bison.
That was a drug of some kind that I didn't know existed. All that
Bison
bison
thighs.
you're
It's a
taking.
thing. Look it up. Google it. I'm pretty sure that we've cornered the market niche of bison thighs on Google.
Bison thighs.
Everything's gonna be hashtag bison thighs.
Do a bison thighs sketch.
I will. I know.
Oh wait,
Dedicate it to you, Steve.
you guys haven't seen my Sentinel of Sass costume.
Oh. No, we haven't. We heard.
I saw your sassy walk as I drove up.
No. Only a select few get that. Where the fuck is it? Gallery is what I want.
So what do you call Powers so we can get this shit on the road?
Oh, that's sass.
I wonder if he has a hypothetical.
Get that
What-
badass
what-
outfit.
What is going on here?
What's going on is that's
Oh,
my
whoops,
costume
Joe, you
I
already
wear.
tweeted the live thing.
I
My
love
bad.
People to call me a
Shorts.
faggot, and then when they do,
This is
Destroy
what
'em.
pops out? Is this orange? It looks orange, or is that just your natural coloring here?
No, that's my natural color.
Oh, midriff! I'm digging it.
That's totally midriff. There's no shirt on underneath. 'Cause
No shirt on.
the fishnet
Wait,
on
are
plain
these
skin just looks so sassy.
are these hip hugger jorts?
No,
Because
those are my shorty jorts.
I really hope that you have a belly
Stop
button.
looking at your
now.
computer. Look like you're.
They hug. Very low rise.
You're gonna get raped. It's not gonna be pretty.
Or I'm gonna be the one doing the raping.
They're gonna ruin your jorts.
I have a bone of contention to talk with Shiloh
They
about.
can get in.
Just his defense of his sassy defense of DC bullshittery. No. I mean, I'm sure he was a wonderful person, and I'm sure he has wonderful style. However, he was giving Hop all kinds of shit about, we're giant mechs in the city, and that's bullshit. I'm like, listen, we all know the DC costumes and characters and the names are all bullshit.
Not
all fantastical
all of them.
bullshit.
What are you
Not all
talking
of
about right
them.
now?
There's
It's all the something man. The something woman. All of them. And 90% of them have
are
capes.
just the something
That's what he just said.
or a something.
Yeah, a.
Instead of just a name. Hulk. Sentry. But I can...
Shazam.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I think you're hurting your point at this...
Constantine.
Constantine.
I don't think
Constantine
the
is
only
so
one.
fucking badass, man. I just started
Cyborg.
reading the first. I
No.
read the first 4 issues. So fucking.
Well, it's
cool,
Constantine, clearly. He
So
he
cool.
is a part of... He's a part of... He stands apart of DC.
man. And because he was Vertigo at first, but you know.
Yeah, so...
But now they brought him into the DC publishing, so it's cool in that universe. Meeting up with Superman and shit.
I think the main thing is, other than the core 5... Martian Manhunter, even him, not really. So Superman, Batman, kind of Green Lantern, Wonder Woman. Other than those, you don't really get a backstory of the people.
I want answers. Who are you people? Who is Michael Korvac?
Can you hear that, Justin?
Yes, I can barely though. It sounds like it's like at a distance.
How's my volume, Justin?
English now.
Your volume's great,
You're
buddy.
speaking
Sounds like a
mind to
radio
mind
voice.
through the power
Notice I
of
have
that
my
immortal
my new
soul
fresh
gem.
mic.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, finally got it, man.
I feel that.
Didn't help explain things.
That
Just
big
waiting on
voice.
that USB to XLR cable coming.
Oh, is that the one that changes it to small?
Yes.
Is that?
I could probably tell you the episode.
Oh, Hopper.
Oh, here comes Hopper. Is that
Can you get a suit?
He just shamelessly wants to show off the abs.
Yes.
Nipple shot.
Hey, I just come in out of the bathroom.
Damn, that looks so good though.
Just sprucing my shit up a little bit, and I'm in boxers and shirtless.
I'm here.
Oh, what? We're live on YouTube? That's crazy.
Wait, are we really?
Can't tell if those
Yes, we
are
are.
lower
That's
ribs
the
or
standard.
abs.
I feel like I should drop my shirt here.
I'm okay with this.
All right. Well, I didn't know that we were live, folks.
Yeah, that exactly.
What?
What?
That's why you came out in a blazer.
I also didn't know that we were live.
So Hop, whenever you're ready to go, we are ready to go. Oh, there's your board. If you are confused or frustrated, you're not what?
No. Oh wait. I'm sorry. Let me fix that.
If you are not confused or frustrated, you're not reading.
Are you aware? The only thing you're wearing is a fucking blazer and underwear.
Look at how proud he is too.
We're really
That's
working
right.
towards those million views. Working hard, Hopper.
Oh, Hop, let me show you your shirt real quick. You got to come get this tomorrow before you leave.
Yeah.
I appreciate you whoring yourself out for the betterment of the podcast.
I didn't realize Justin put us live yet.
Whenever
What'd you
you're
say,
ready to
Bobby?
go, we are gonna go. By the way.
I'm plugging in my microphone unless you want me to use this terrible quality webcam.
Yes, can you please do that? I don't know where it went, Steve. I don't know where you put it.
What? What's your channel about there?
Oh, this is Val's hat. I just wanted to use it because it fits the podcast. There's also a shield right behind you. I don't know if you noticed that. And there's also a
And
Groot in the
Groot.
corner.
Groot in the corner.
There's a Groot in the corner?
There's a Groot
he's
in
a
the
baby
corner.
Groot.
There's a group, baby group growing.
Yeah, Powers, we got this for you.
Yeah!
Why do you want a size large? Don't you usually wear smalls?
In the child section?
And do you think that you're a black guy? Are you drinking purple drink right now?
I'm wearing the blazer that Damien gave me.
Simple.
Oh, you're wearing the blazer that Damien gave you in addition to drinking purple drink.
Funny, since Damien is black.
And he's
We're
drinking
talking
purple
about
drink.
T'Challa.
All right, so make sure that you're recording,
We're
everybody.
channeling Black Panther
Are we
right
getting
now.
racist on this
Please
already?
make sure that we are.
Right,
No,
so
we're
we've already
cutting
lost that
down the
audience,
racism
Kyle, it's
and the
okay.
raunchy on the current.
Well, you've already lost the majority of your ethnic anything,
Yes, pretty
viewers
much.
and or listeners.
I did, yeah, single-handedly.
Yeah, that was a while ago,
Yes.
too.
Hopefully, I can lose this white skin too.
Wait, that was before all the fans are going to join.
Do we have anybody in our YouTube channel making comments yet?
Josh
I hope
Moss and
not.
Michelle are here.
Get the
Oh,
fuck
really?
out of here!
Yeah!
Okay,
Really?
so
I don't know who either
10,
of these people are.
9, 8. You guys ready?
Wait, Joe, I still haven't plugged in my,
Turn on your audacities, because I didn't.
See? Yeah. Let me just rub this on my beard.
Fine, mute your YouTube channels.
You already lost the majority of. There's a delay.
That was a super hard to learn.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it is. For being live, it's actually a delay. I don't understand the internet, so I don't know what goes into that, but I can't imagine that's easy to program. Let's be honest.
You
Kudos,
got that.
Google.
Yeah.
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 Nyaka.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the podcast. I'm Joe. I'm your host, and
We
these
didn't
are my
clap.
nuggets, not the ones in my pants. This week we have with us Kyle and Cassidy from ModernMarvel.com.
Joey didn't clap.
I know. I'm not actually going. I'm just practicing.
Oh.
Man, yeah, I thought
You freaked me out.
That's why I shut up.
Kyle and Cass, say hello.
Hello. I do want to get into something later, a little point of contention with your podcast at the start of the show, so we'll get into that later.
Just do it now.
Just do it now? Okay.
No, do it later. Actually, just do it right at the beginning of the podcast. I think that makes
Wait,
sense.
we need to get the link for the
It's already on Facebook.
Oh, it's on the chat. And on Facebook as well. It's in the Google Hangout chat.
Oh yeah.
Snapchat.
Wait, so when I talk, it shows up as you?
Yeah, that's the only. I'm sorry.
I'm like a puppet master. That's awesome.
We don't have
Kyle Cassidy picture?
no, we don't have a webcam on Val's computer, so we just have to deal. Yeah.
Hey, Josh Moss, did you fucking type Shazam after I said it? You can just type a comment. I'll see it. It's pretty cool. Waiting for your response.
It's got a little bit of a delay.
Josh Moss in the house.
A little bit of a delay.
Sarah!
Let's see him deliver. Maybe he's in a battle right now in Final Fantasy. You can't break away.
I apologize for everything I'm about to say about you during this. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be dirty. And
Michelle
not
said
necessarily
yes.
a good way.
No, that yes was up there beforehand.
Oh, really? I just
Yeah,
saw
that
it.
was- I
just
think
saw
that
it
was
come
when
in.
I shouted out to Michelle.
That's my bro.
Oh. What a
Michelle, you're the
delay this
best.
one is.
Like I said on Facebook, I miss your aura because you're so shiny, and I hope you fall into a kingdom or a universe in your control
I did not know we were
in the course of your
I
life.
hate everyone.
Kind of turned on
I feel like this just turned into Match.com.
I like that.
All right,
Michelle is one of the
testing my
most special
microphone.
people on the planet,
No,
and I just wanted you to know that before we go live,
just
My microphone sounds.
and maybe when we go live.
Hold on, I gotta plug my phone in.
can we get her like a pillow or something so she's not sinking into the quicksand of this?
That's on you, because I'm in the middle. I can't really move anywhere.
Here, take my chair. Take my chair.
This way, me and Joe can both get low.
Get low, get low,
I think
get
that means that- I think
low.
that means that you and I are.
You do have to slide it over.
It's just you and me now. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
'cause
fine.
me and Joe
No,
are gonna
fuck
be
you.
low over here.
I don't even want to be part.
Powers,
Shit,
hey
my microphone,
Powers, are you
Now I
ready?
get to kind of lounge.
Yeah, no, bring it down, and then I'll kind of come down on my butt here.
Get the
In my yoga pose.
Round chair right here.
In my yoga. Oh, I didn't even see that one there. Oh.
We'll both get in on these chairs. We'll push this fucking computer back.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Now I'm sitting. That's. I mean, I could chair pose all day hitting that yoga, but. Hey, you look, you're back, and with an American flag. I feel like I should have that flag.
I actually use it to cover up the glare on my monitor. Watch. Look at my whiteboard. Watch what I'm about to do.
I didn't.
See?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess there was like a little tiny less glare. And oh my God, so much glare! Stop! I can't see.
You know what? I'm trying. All
Hey,
right.
do you have your mic plugged in yet so we can get this rolling? Because you were complaining, and now you're the one taking forever.
Listen, some people would appreciate a man taking his damn time.
Not me. I like when a guy's done with me in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Dang, that is taking time in my book.
Oh.
That's sad.
Hear that, Josh Moss?
Shiloh.
Shiloh Engler.
Comments on our YouTube page unless you're playing some video games and listening to us.
Turn on update automatically. You don't have that turned on. Yeah, it says right there. Show 2 comments.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying that about my hair.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
EDC.
I love you. I miss your. I read that as anus.
No. It doesn't say anus.
It says aura, not anus.
It definitely says aura.
Freudian slip.
Okay, Powers, you ready?
I think so.
Here, if you guys would like to see the YouTube comments. Hey, how do I over here.
Yes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clap. Justin, you were totally not with us on that one.
Why did you say clap and then instead of just us clapping?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't know if we were going to do clap and then clap this time.
God
We were just
damn
gonna
it!
clap. How are we doing it?
Do you have
Before we go
headphones in?
No.
Oh, well, where are your headphones at?
I never use headphones.
Maybe that's why your sound is bad.
Wait, you don't have headphones?
No.
Well, you plug some fucking headphones in.
Hold on.
Look at my voice got all high because I really need headphones. Oh, you're trying to just go to Facebook, dog. No.
I can't reach the. I don't have
You're on my
Groot-like arms.
Facebook.
No, we can't go grab the Groot-like arm.
I'm like, I know she's liked something
She likes beards.
past couple minutes. Show.
So this is the new Emily Clevenger.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Now you understand?
I do.
Okay.
I have a frame of
Facebook
reference.
stalking you, Michelle. I just thought you should
I'm
know
totally
that
Facebook stalked.
while we're doing it.
You're welcome.
Who's
You're
stalking
welcome.
who?
This
Oh,
Michelle.
awesome. So Justin's got
Ma-
all right,
Madam Michelle.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was the word.
That one worked.
Really? I can line it up. Just stop talking and I can line it up. I swear to God I know how to do this. I've done this for 13 issues. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Hero Nuggets podcast. My name is Joe and I'm your host. This issue we've got an awesome show. This issue we have 2 guests from us from modernmarvel.com. I'm going to introduce them in a second. But we also cover in this issue Batman Superman number 3, maybe Captain Marvel 15, Captain America number 10. We cover New Avengers number 9, which is the Infinity tie-in. We cover Justice League number 23, which is the conclusion of the Trinity War saga. Hopefully we'll get to Thor. Hopefully we'll get to Uncanny X-Men. And hopefully we'll get to Thanos Rising. I'm sure there's something I missed. It was a big week in comics. But that being said, I'm going to let Steve introduce himself. We're going to go down the line. And here we go.
Hello, it's Steve again.
Hello,
Justin, say
Steve.
hello.
Is it my turn already?
Yeah, go. Say hi.
Oh, hey, it's Justin. Hi. We're doing this fast. Go.
Yeah,
Next person,
no.
go.
We're super excited this week. Powers, go.
Hey everyone, it's me, it's Hopper, and I'm as excited as you are to be here, which is to say a lot.
That tone.
And then joining us this week, instead of just jumping in randomly in the middle of a conversation, we have Kyle and Cassidy from Modern Marvel Cosplay, where they take modern spins on classic costumes. Kyle and Cassidy, say hello.
Hi, I do want to point out that Hopper is so excited to be with you that he is wearing so little clothes right now. So if you're
I'm pulling an
watching live,
Anchorman right now.
it's going to be a treat for you because he's wearing, I think, literally just a blazer. He's working
no
hard
pants.
for our million views.
If only
Person
there was a
Facebook coming up.
donate button on YouTube. And you'd have to take it off as people donate.
Wouldn't that be something? We'd probably get, how much money do we
I'd
have?
start
I'd have
doing-
$1.
Well, we do have the Sexy Sexiness Hero
would
Nuggets
say if I
catalog
had a
coming out
nickel.
later this winter, so maybe you'll get a chance to see Hopper Sans blazer then.
And speaking of sexy sexiness, if you guys didn't notice, Val is not here with us this week.
Where's Val? We
He's
don't
I'll
know.
away
try
in
and
Boston.
stand in.
He's sleeping
Just
or something.
sleep.
But we miss him.
Yeah, so this will be an episode without Val, which is really strange because the raunchiness is probably going to be kept down even more this issue.
Do I need
Yeah.
to step up my game? Is that what's going on?
No, but what I would like you to step up to is an explanation on what Modern Marvel is.
Okay. So Modern Marvel is kind of something I try to put together because I don't think that all superheroes should wear tights and capes and shit. I think it's ridiculous.
Like DC.
Like DC, I already came to your defense, Hopper. I mean, I know that I'm still kind of stuck on the Shiloh issue a long time ago that he was giving you a whole bunch of shit about, but I stepped in on your behalf today, so you're welcome. So yeah, I figure like if you're a superhero, right, you don't just go trolling this. I guess you do because people like Phoenix Jones do, but if I was a real life superhero and I was just out at the mall and some shit went down, I wouldn't like run into the bathroom and change and then come back out. I would immediately address the problem. I would be a superhero in my heart, not in my dress. So
Wait, are you wearing a
But
dress?
you wouldn't be like the '90s where they just wore their costumes all the time.
Right. Well, I'm trying to update because the '90s is fine, and I do try to take classic costumes and update them for today. But I try to give homage to the old costumes, like in my case, Gambit from the '80s, and or was it '90s?
I
Whatever.
think it's the early 90s.
Yeah, early '90s, and
The cartoon show.
I turned it into things that would actually be worn, like jeans and maybe boots, and like a type of shirt that would make sense, as opposed to knee-high silver boots and ridiculous collars and body armor for whatever reason. Like no one would actually walk out in that. So if you wear a cosplay costume and you wouldn't feel bad wearing it out in public, then you're doing it right. That's Modern Marvel.
Well, thank you for the
Yeah.
explanation. So you do Gambit, but Miss Cassidy, who do you cosplay?
Like everything. She's awesome.
I've kind of gone a little costume crazy over the last 6 months. but-
Costume cray cray.
Cray. But our first was Rogue and Gambit, and it's definitely a classic, and we like to keep rehashing.
Is this a couples cosplay?
Yeah, we have quite a few.
Hold on, everyone. 1, 2, 3. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Aww.
Thank you guys.
You held it longer than I
We
did.
appreciate it. So yes, we actually do have a couple other couple cosplays, cosmically cute, as Joe likes to phrase it. And we've got some pretty exciting things coming up.
Oh wait, cosmic couples? Are you gonna get a Moondragon, Phyla-Vel?
God, I hope so. She
Oh,
better
man.
be hot too.
Ooh, that'd be hot.
I have someone in mind. I don't know if Sarah's listening in, but she could be my Moondragon any day.
Yeah, she can borrow my hair for that.
Oh.
Yes, thank you, Joe.
FYI, Moondragon is bald for any listeners who don't know that. It's a bald joke. I'm bald.
Yes. Yes. Which would help since, you would be her father. She'd get that, from you.
I am her father. Oh yeah, for my Drax the Destroyer cosplay, which
Yes.
hopefully
Ooh.
Cassidy was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy group that we did a little bit ago, and she was Phi Lavelle. That's where this whole thing comes from. Also on this show, I'm going to debut a new segment. It'll be a lot of fun, so get ready for that in a little bit. But let's move into our first comic for today. Let's get Trinity War out of the way because I just want to get it over with. Justin, did you read that?
I did read it.
Yeah. So in this issue, I don't think we're going to do our breakdowns because I like to keep it pretty quick on these ones. But what happened is the Trinity War wrapped up, and it pulled a very big Age of Ultron move, is what I like to call it, where it was pretty much just a launching point for something bigger than it.
That's a thing now? You're coining it?
Yeah, and you pulled an Age of Ultron. Not the movie, the comic series. But so what happened was at the end of the issue, they go through and Pandora's box is being bounced around. Everyone's getting infected by the evil. Sans Constantine because he's a badass, right, Steve?
Yeah, he's a super badass. He's like me if I was a comic book character.
I thought last issue you said that you would just fuck off into space and do nothingness.
Fly off into the cosmic nothingness.
Whoa! And if Constantine got those powers, he'd probably do the same thing. Or we'd go with each other. But again, that eradicates my answer from last week.
Yes.
So
You can't be with. Are you crying, Steve? Is that you're like thinking about Constantine and crying?
No, he's crying about
I had to
not
change
being
my
a loner in
contact.
space.
Oh, okay.
He still tore up about his cat leaving.
Yeah, I thought that he was like thinking about hanging out with Constantine in space, and it just brought a tear to his eye. So the box is being thrown around between everyone. Everyone's getting angry at each other. Batman at one point, or Superman goes up to Wonder Woman in their little date and is like, "Yo, what? If I die, you're gonna go and fuck Batman? Is that how that's gonna happen?" He got like real sassy with Wonder Woman, so that was real fun.
So much going on.
Yeah, but it
in
culminated
that issue.
with the outsider picking up the box and being like, "Yo, this is a doorway," which we already knew because he said it last issue. And then he opens the doorway, and lo and behold, we have the Aqua King come through the portal. If you don't know who the Aqua King is, he is the evil version of Aquaman from another Earth. It so happens that the magic number is Earth 3, so we get Aqua King from Earth 3, but apparently Aqua King, much like Earth Aquaman, can't handle the trip, and he dies right away because it was just too much for him to handle.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Aqua King's just like, "Oh my
Okay, I'm
god, interdimensional transport, I can't handle it."
I didn't read this one. I apologize. I wanted to, but I got I'm gonna say I got the comics late. So this guy, however, that sounds really anticlimactic.
Well, hold on, I didn't finish.
That's not the end.
Well,
Okay.
the thing is, yes, Aqua King looks like he floundered. This joke. Looks like he floundered upon coming in through the dimensional portal. But you know, when you were a kid and you're on long road trips with your parents, and you're like, "Are we there yet? Oh, I'm gonna die before we get there." He did.
So he literally
did.
died.
That happened.
Good analogy. Very good analogy. Also, looking through the comic again, I breezed over the fact that Cyborg at one point had a virus inside of him, and it was intense. His armor separated from himself, like as if you were pulling out, I don't know, let's say you had a tick under you and you were pulling
as
it out.
if he was just pulling out.
Oh, hello.
It's as if
armor
people's
separated.
arms
I
decided to
get
become
that
sentient.
reference.
Yeah, and his armor became
Off of
sentient,
cable.
called the Grid, and that's actually a really intense panel. But so what actually happens is the rest of the Earth 3 villains come through, and now the crime syndicate is on Earth 1 or Earth Prime, and they look really
Sure,
badass.
Earth 1.
And it turned out that the outsider was actually Alfred from the other
butler.
dimension. Yeah, the Butler, which I thought was pretty cool. So Justin, you read this issue. How do you feel about it?
I was jumping. I was like, all right, let's just read this, get through with it. But like, hold on one second. I'm hearing too many.
I do want to mention that as I'm perusing it on a different computer, it looks gorgeous. So I will give DC that. It is.
The art is fantastic.
The coloring may be fantastic, but Joe has some thoughts on the actual artwork itself.
You don't like the artwork, Joe?
I can get into that in a second. Powers, what did you think about the issue overall?
Hold on.
Kind of the ending, because Justin was looking something up, so I was gonna.
No, I didn't. Yeah, go ahead, Hopper.
I'm just glad the build-up is over. I would say the entire Trinity War, like you guys have said, has been a big build-up, and I felt like the whole thing was season 3 of Lost. Just, all right, just get to the next plot line already, and I'm glad it's finally done with, and we're about to start, whatever's
Forever
next.
Evil.
Sanctum of Evil, or Forever Evil,
Forever
whatever they're calling
Evil.
it.
Forever Evil.
Yeah, we get a whole month of villains in Forever Evil, which actually sounds pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So here's what I was gonna say. The thing I thought at the beginning was going in, it's like, here we go, there's another issue. The fight seemed like it's just cram everyone in the panel, and there's not really even anything happening in the panel. It's just everyone's appearing to fight each other, and it's like, what are they doing? They're just fighting for like nothing. It only got interesting when the cyborg thing started happening. I was like, okay, this issue is actually really cool. That scene was so graphic and pretty intense. Yeah. I was like, holy shit! And then the way Green Lantern came in and like tried to save his body by encasing him in like that lantern shell, I thought that was pretty freaking awesome.
It was intense.
Then when the end, when I saw Aquaman, I thought Aquaman looked amazing, or Aqua King. I don't know anything about it. And I just want to say something. I think I joked about this mysterious other dimension being Earth 3, and it actually was. Like, I want to go listen to the other issues and listen carefully, because I said it very subtly in the background. I was like, it could be Earth 3, and I was just lightly throwing it out there. And when I read that, I was like, no way, it really was.
I feel like Pandora was Jeff Goldblum in this issue. She was like, Pandora, Sin, Trinity of Sin, Trinity, 3, they're from another dimension, Earth 3, and like, she just came out of nowhere with it, and it was the right answer.
You are full of pop culture references today.
Powers Pop Culture, that's his new nickname. It's his superpower.
Well,
Culture Powers.
Pop Culture
Powers.
PCP. All day.
Steve, what do you got for me?
What I'm excited to see is how the box actually got to Earth 1 back in the day. Because they didn't explain how it got there, but just that Pandora found it, and it was from Earth 3. So how did it get there? That's my question.
Maybe it was sent there.
Well,
yes. They kind of mentioned it. At some point, something went wrong, and somebody got trapped on our side. The Outsider did. And so I don't know if he was just like, I'm going to put this box out here and see who grabs it, or like what, if it was his grand master plan this whole time to cause this to happen, but it doesn't seem like there's an actual like master plan behind everything.
That seems like a really far-fetched plan.
Yeah.
If I get trapped in another dimension, I'm just going to lay a box and hope that some shit happens that leads to
this girl over here looks naive. I think I'm going to put the box in front of her, and
she's got cute curls and
wait
shit.
A couple thousand years, and we're good. All right, moving on, and here we go. But bringing it back to my point about the art, there are really gorgeous panels. What DC does good is they'll have full page spreads of art that look absolutely gorgeous, and they look great. And sometimes they look good, but other times, in battle scenes specifically, there's always about 9 heroes in the battle of maybe 16 that have their arm pulled back, like they're flexing their bicep as if they're about, like that's their punch pose. And I'm just like, that's not a realistic pose that I would find somebody in a battle. And then I got really taken out of all the fight scenes because I started noticing a trend when they kept using the same pose over and over and over again.
I hated the battle scenes. They were so boring.
What you're wanting is for artists to maybe do some martial arts in the real world, IRL,
it's not that,
so
it's just
they can know how
variation of poses. That's what he wants.
Yeah, okay, I see. So perhaps you want an actual fist connecting with, I don't know, Wonder
something
Woman's
that makes it look
something?
like they are actually in battle. Marvel is guilty of it sometimes too, but DC apparently is like super guilty of it.
Well, what we've learned now, 2 weeks in a row, is Joe is never happy with art, whether it's Superman with trisomy of the 23rd chromosome, or it is textbook punch pose. Joe is coming after you, artists.
I want action poses. Like, okay, so when you're taking pictures with somebody in real life, and you're just standing next to them smiling, that's the most boring picture that you can possibly take.
Yeah.
That is like,
Everyone does.
That is like the white bread of picture taking. Like, it is just bland and flavorless. It's boring. So if you need some 9 grain in your life, what you're gonna want to do is do some action poses.
Whole wheat.
Hit some
I go for the flat
leapfrogs, hit
the rye
some
bread.
patty cakes, maybe even a punching pose like we got going on here where you're actually connecting with their face. I don't know, picking each other's noses. There's a myriad of options that you can have
Patty
to
cake.
have action poses in your pictures. But just standing next to each other smiling, lame move. White bread.
Like when they drew Cyborg, there was a scene that had like
Right, no, that was
things
a good...
happening, and you could
Visceral-
see it.
visceral
It wasn't just
visceral.
everyone like this
You felt it.
posing like, are we fighting? I don't know. They were just like this. It's like, I don't know. There's at least 1 to 2 panels in it. It was just one giant group panel of everyone connected in the scene. It was like, are we gonna see like groups fighting? No, it's just you get everything in one page. Deal with it.
Steve, what did you wanted to say something right before Justin?
Don't even worry about it now, man. Doesn't relate.
Maybe in the DC
My bad.
verse, they all fly down, and then as they're about to fight, they're like, "And hold on, everyone. Say cheese, please." and then they begin their battle.
For the papers.
That's how they start off. That's like the tip of the hat.
That's how they do it over in the DC universe. They
It's like
just
someone
fly
biting
in.
their thumb at you.
Didn't even. It was an insult. I didn't.
It is.
Wouldn't even thought about that. Speaking of insulting, though, we don't have a nugget for Val, so that's kind of insulting. But I'm gonna try to replace Val's nuggets right now. So bring Val's nuggets, Val's nuggets, Val's nuggets. We'll get the music in there somewhere. Yeah. So now I'm gonna put my nugget inside you guys, right in your filthy ear holes.
There we go.
It's almost like you channeled him, summoned him from the depth of your balls.
So
That was
reported
fantastic.
earlier today, Marvel, in a surprise casting decision, announced who Ultron would be in the movie Avengers: Age of Ultron coming out in 2015. The man in question is James Spader some claps, of Boston legal fame, and more recently in the movie Lincoln, alongside of Daniel Day-Lewis.
Also was in The Office.
Also was in The Office. If you look on our website, we have a story up there where you can look at a clip about him, and he summons a lot of confidence. So if he brings that confidence to the Ultron role, I feel like he can confidently destroy the Avengers.
I agree.
Who in the office was he?
He was the recent boss in season 8.
Oh, you mean fucking Richard? No, what the hell was his name?
Oh, what was his name?
No, not Dick Ryder. It was the guy who was very well spoken. That rich asshole.
Yes.
Yes.
He
Okay.
had like his own wine cellar and
I
shit.
really want to know what voice he's going to give to
Ultron. Well, they're going to have to mechanize it, right? I mean, he is a robot.
True. I mean,
he sounds
I didn't know anything about the guy,
Right.
so I went on YouTube to look it up and hear what he sounds like, and I was like, he's got a nice voice, but I want to know what he's going to give to, like Heath Ledger gave to Joker. You know,
He's very articulate, and his cadence when he speaks, I think, is going to be actually really good for a robot.
Actually, it will be fantastic.
I'd imagine that they would hold back on the mechanization and give him a little more. Yeah, I think they're gonna go for a little more realism with Ultron.
So subtle mechanization.
That's because weak-ass humans need to sympathize with fucking everything on a goddamn movie screen. So fuck them.
Steve, are you sure you're not an AI? That sounded very menacing.
Little anti-human.
This explains all his
I am
answers.
anti-human. Fuck you guys, man.
You are the happiest
being a
anti-human
superhero.
person I've ever met.
The cutest anti-human
Oh
ever.
my God.
So adorable. So who read Batman Superman this week? Because I didn't. So if you guys want to talk about it,
Steve totally did.
someone's gonna have to give you.
I did.
I read it.
Evidently
Let's
some
go, gentlemen.
childhood shit going on.
Yeah, talk about it.
All right. I'm not even gonna bother summing that up because it was fucking confusing. I can't ever tell which Batman is which Batman and which Superman is which Superman.
Wait, there's
Dude,
multiple
I mean, there's a reason why the board behind me says what it does.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, no, I agree. I was completely confused because up until this issue, I thought that so there are two different worlds, obviously, young Batman, young Superman, old Batman, old Superman, or older, I should say. And at the end of the issue, it was two Supermans, one world, two Batmans, one world. And I thought that was it. One world had no Superman, and one world had no Batman, and they had two of the other. But in this issue, it was like both of their worlds were the same, and all four were in the same place. And I didn't get that.
It was very strange. I did enjoy seeing the flashback between young child Clark and Bruce.
That
when
was
they were just playing.
Yeah, young Bruce and young Clark playing together, and then Alfred and whatever Clark Kent's dad's name is,
or Papa Kent.
Papa Kent, and just them hanging out and bonding over their sons bonding. I thought that was really cool, and
that was my favorite part.
It touched me.
Oh yeah, man! Especially when Batman hits him with the stick, and he's like, "You're stronger than you let on."
Yeah.
And this young Batman being Batman.
Yes, but one of the other things I loved in the issue.
He also sweep the shit out of Superman, which was pretty awesome.
He did.
Yeah. But one of the things I loved in the issue was when the four versions of them were interacting amongst one another, and when Superman was patching up Lois Lane with his laser heat vision, and young Batman or young Superman was like, "My God, how are you doing that?" And modern day Sup was like, "How old are you? Oh, 22? I didn't learn this until I was 29. Don't worry about it." And
yeah,
he
he mentioned to learn.
Yeah, he kept mentioning another time. He's like, "I didn't learn this kind of self-control until I was older." Oh yeah, you'll get there eventually. And I thought it was cool how he was kind of condescending yet coaching the younger version and like honing in his power. I don't know. It was really cool. But what I loved is the artwork. As I said last week,
it is fucking gorgeous. Holy Jesus.
Yes, but what I was confused and I was trying to figure out, and I have it on my screen, there were two artists. One did the flashback between,
yeah, which is clearly a different style, different color.
Yeah, but I couldn't figure out who it was.
Let's look at the credits real
Loading.
quick.
The guys who did the main story, like the airbrushy looking one, I feel like they did something that's.
There's June Chung and Matt Yaki.
Let's
with
see.
John
Artist
Cleese.
Jay Lee and Yield D. Ray.
That's the one.
Jay Lee does the present day, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what we've seen.
Yeah, Jay Lee's been doing all of them, and then Yildirim Sinar, it looks like, it was doing the flashback.
Okay, I loved. So Yildirim, once you listen to this podcast, you have a fan. You have 5 fans right here, 6 fans.
And feel free to come on the podcast. I'm sure they'd love to have you.
Speak for yourself.
You wouldn't love to have me on the podcast?
No, the art's all right. I don't mean that in a negative, at least not as negative as it sounded.
Yeah.
I'm just not a big fan of the style. It's beautiful. I just don't really like the style for comic books.
Oh, see, I mean, you heard Natalie and I geeking out last week about the art, and I love that stylized sort of gothic, I don't know, dirty
realism almost.
Steve, are you more of like a fan of the All Reds on like Future Foundation?
I like the art.
Think Jim Lee. Any art style like that, nice line work. Everything's very crisp and jagged. I just think this art style is just too smooth for me.
That? You don't mean that.
No, God, no, I don't mean that. Just open up Avengers 1.
That's Future Foundation.
Is that a coloring book? What the fuck?
Justin, why don't you defend the All Reds? Because
I like to call the All Reds.
I used to not like it either, but I've been slowly coming around to it. It's got a.
They have a style that exudes classic comic book feel, yet still has a relevant appearance that matches current trends in current comic book styles to me. So it invokes a sense of that comic book adventure and comic book fun, but still the art is it's relevant. I don't know. I feel like it's still refined enough because
I don't know if I came around to the art because I like the art or if it's because of Matt Fraction's writing, since he is the writer on it and I'm a big fan of his. I might just be enjoying the art because I like Matt Fraction's writing. So that might be
the way he draws
actually coming from.
action and motion.
Steve, are you smoking an e-cig?
I am, homie.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm off.
Interrupting this broadcast.
Way to interrupt Justin for that, you son of a bitch. Cass, did you get to read anything this week?
Not a damn thing.
Okay,
Dear.
okay, because you've just been really quiet. I'm
gonna be real
I want
quiet.
to get
so I
you
don't
involved
sound
in this
silly.
somehow. Can you give us any previews or hints on upcoming costumes?
I suppose we could. We just. Okay. Well, I just posted a quick shot of a gender bent Rorschach that I will be unveiling pretty soon. Couple tweaks to the costume and it'll be finished. However, Kyle has agreed to also gender bend the Silk Spectre alongside me. So
Oh yeah.
hopefully that'll be complete here very shortly, and we can share that with the
Awesome.
world.
Are you
Are
gonna
you gonna do
wear
it for, like,
a
Halloween or what event?
wrestling onesie?
I
Because that would be fucking cool.
I hadn't planned on any wrestling onesies.
A singlet.
I was
A
really
singlet.
going
Singlet. That's it.
a singlet. Whoa, I apologize. Hadn't planned on that. We'll work on it. I think. But that's not even like the shit that I'm really excited about for you, honestly. Can I start blowing lids off of shit? Awesome. Yeah, so she is doing a fantastic modernized Scarlet Witch, which just what's the phrase here? Blows my dick off. Is that the?
Yeah,
That's
it's.
the one.
I'll
Yep.
take this one. Yes, it's blow your dick off.
It's not. Blow doesn't make any sense because I want blowjobs, but I don't want someone to knock my dick.
No, that's not the point of the phrase. I've
You're
been
not gonna lose your
using
dick.
the phrase "blow your dick off" for things you enjoy tremendously.
Like it's
for
gonna
like the
blow
last
your
4
mind.
years.
It's gonna.
That's the phrase.
Well, then it double blows my dick off. It's fantastic. And now I'm trying to figure out how to do like a modernized Vision, so we can make it all coupley and shit. But that's gonna be really difficult, and it's a little above my pay grade.
Just
in
go
terms
as
of things I can
Wiccan.
do.
Go as
who?
Scarlet Witch's son, Wiccan. He already has the same neck thing like Gambit. You can do like a father-son thing.
You mean Asgardian?
Well, then we're getting into some really odd mother-son fucking shit, and
Whatever Oedipus complex.
It's all relative,
whatever.
Kyle. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just say you're a different universe where she's your stepmom.
Okay. Yeah, kind of hot.
all right, you're working towards it.
In which I will reach around and grab your ass in front of them.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
That was a.
It's
This
like I'm gonna
is
be at this
Earth
con.
Let's see,
69.
what other stuff for you? She already did. She did a really badass Hope and Cable. Obviously, we have Cable here with us, in the form of a hopper. And in fact, her Hope was so good that a more famous cosplayer used her Hope as her inspiration for the current one that she did. So
That's pretty big.
I know,
Wait, what now?
What's her name? Jessica G. I want to say.
Jessica Negri.
Oh no, definitely not Jessica Negri. It was just a comment made by a bigger cosplayer, and she had mentioned that she had seen both mine and Hopper's version, our adaptation on Hope and Cable, and she said that she was so inspired that she wanted to do something very similar in the battle-scarred realm that we explored. So I wouldn't
That's
say
so badass.
I know it was nice of her to say, and I don't want to say that we inspired her so much as she was just really loving what we had done.
Awesome.
We provided a plethora of pleasing visuals, and
It's true. It's true. A lot of tights, a lot of biceps going on.
yeah, that
It was pretty
Hope,
sexy.
a lot of spandex.
A lot of spandex, kind of. Wasn't really regardless, if you want to find her stuff, I'll plug her for her. Cassidy O.
Don't act like you don't do it all the time.
Facebook.com/Cassidy O. Was that a plug her joke? As in bone?
Sex.
Yeah, that was a penis joke, yo.
Oh man, well done, sir.
And so it begins.
We need to have like a
it's a
counter
two-step, no.
for every inappropriate or dirty joke that we have, just see if we meet the quota of Val being gone.
We'll have to do a comparison.
I'm sure Val will count when he gets back, just to ensure that we did our job for him.
So moving away from DC for a second here.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna debut my new segment. in this segment, what's going to happen is I'm going to play a clip from some sort of superhero, comic book related television show or movie. Could be cartoon, could be anything else. And then what's going to happen is we are going to collectively try to recreate the scene and explain who the characters are and what's going on. Not like recreate it as in like say the exact lines that well, I mean we could do that. That might be fun too.
I thought we were gonna act it out.
Sounds very Cassim G.
We're gonna try to figure out who's in the scene
In my case,
and what's
this might
going
be
on. But the
charades.
problem is that I took these clips so long ago that I don't remember what the scenes are. So it's gonna be
Interpretation.
yeah, it's gonna be totally unknown to me too, the host.
Well, fortunately, what you are played for me, if this is the clip that we're doing, I watched this on Netflix like straight through, just in my underwear for like 4 days, just locked in one room.
sweating.
Yeah,
like
it
I
was.
did with Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Did it take you more than 20 hours to beat Metal Gear Solid 4?
No, it was one straight playthrough.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, homie.
But it took
We-
you
we
more than
discussed
20
this.
hours, dude.
Yeah, I mean it was like 23, whatever.
Because I remember that you called out of school sick a few times back in the day.
call
You're
out
like,
of
"No."
school sick.
You were like, "Yeah, I'm not going in, dude.
16 years old.
I'm not going in."
All right, so here
Who calls
comes,
into college sick? You just don't
here
know.
comes the clip.
Here it comes.
Any day now.
To us.
Oh, you gotta go back.
Why not go?
Yeah, my bad.
Why us? I mean, why would Hank Pym come to us? Why not go to his own team? He's an Avenger. I don't get it.
I do. Man's got pride. Some dude stole his superpowers, started robbing banks with them. He probably didn't want to have to tell his Avengers buddies how bad he messed up.
That's a good point. I wouldn't want to tell Captain America that.
But without his gear, he needs some muscle to take this guy down.
What are you thinking?
This bank, it's a front. I remember some punks telling me it's run by Hydra. This guy's not too bright if he's ripping them off.
Pym said that whoever this is, they didn't even get the money. He said it got sucked into something called the microverse.
That sounds messed up.
Luke,
What are you
was
so
gonna
happy
say.
about?
we're working with the Avengers. Power Man and Iron Fist working with the
I
Avengers.
knew it.
Kind of exciting.
I probably should have paused it earlier, but whatever. So
Okay.
in this scene,
That
who,
voice.
who do we have and what are they doing?
Oh
Hold
God.
on, let me take this right away. I didn't know who the first voice was, but as soon as obvious black man started talking,
Yeah.
I knew it was Luke Cage and Iron
Iron
Fist.
Fist.
I knew immediately what it was because I remember this episode and it was fantastic. One of my favorite lines from the entire series came from those two. It was awesome.
Okay, so
Does
where are
anybody
they in
know
this scene? Justin,
Iron
where are
Fist's
they?
real name?
Hold on, where are they in the scene, Justin?
I don't know, New York?
No,
Shadowland?
so they're in an alleyway.
Okay, so you know where they're at.
Oh fuck yeah, I do.
I was trying to get Justin.
Does
to come
anybody
to some sort
know
of conclusion.
Iron Fist's name besides me?
Well, really? You're talking to the two Iron Fist experts here.
Yeah.
Fucking
Right. You said
Cannoli
Luke
Natoli
Cage and
and
Iron Fist.
Steve-
He was a little upset you didn't call him by his name.
Tomei.
I didn't know that.
His
Don't put my last
listen,
name on it.
his
Jeffries, Steve Jeffries.
his,
Johnson.
his real
Jamakis.
name is clearly Richard Ryder.
AKA Dick Ryder.
No, it's Danny Rand. Come on, man. Come
Danny
on,
Rand.
man. Well, I just heard myself like echo through you. All right, so what are they doing in this scene? Powers.
I'm guessing they're in an alley, so as Kyle said, and
Can't take my answer, homie.
yeah, I'm building off. It's like a telephone game,
Oh, I
and they're
see.
arguing about whether they're gonna help or I don't know. They're playing dominoes in the back alley.
What?
I like that. Or CeeLo,
You mean
probably.
slamming some bones, homie.
Yeah, slamming some bones.
Yeah, you're incorrect. They were actually playing a game of Pogs and discussing if they were going to help the Avengers or not. All right, so let's recreate this real quick. Who wants to take the role of Iron Fist?
Hopper will.
One of you two have to.
Okay, Steve is going to take
Yeah.
Iron Fist. Who wants to be Luke Cage?
Oh, clearly me.
Okay,
I'll be Luke Cage.
Real quick.
So
our
Justin, you can
guest-
take it.
Justin, you want to be Luke Cage? Okay, so
Sure.
Justin's going to be Luke Cage. Steve's going to be Iron Fist, and action.
Hey, Luke Cage. I know we're chilling in this alley, fucking throwing some bones and shit. But do you want to go down the street and get some chicken and rice from that vendor?
Yeah, that sounds good.
'Cause I'm hungry.
Meanwhile, here's a douche tray. Nickel, homie. Better pay you.
A nickel. Nickel of what?
That's a nickel. A point, homie. Don't you know how to play dominoes?
Oh,
I scored.
no, I don't. I thought you were handing me a nickel. And I was like, homie, I only accept
you owe
ones
me
and
so
above.
many nickels. You're buying.
Let's go get you half a dime back.
Actually, Luke Cage, would you also like to stop and get some drugs on the way?
No, man. I got a kid now.
Oh, the Avengers? We got to do something about the Avengers.
Oh.
Hey guys, it's Spidey here.
That's right.
See you hanging out in an alley. Hey, Luke Cage, how you doing?
Who is this?
Spidey, like I said, I'm just. That's my web sound.
Oh.
What up, webhead?
Spidey, are you
Not much.
gay? What happened?
I was hanging out with your wife earlier. Man, she's really into you. Did you know she and I used to date?
What?
Oh, you didn't know about that? Oh shit, I gotta go.
Don't fuck with my Luke Cage. I will defend his honor until the end of time.
Yo, you
Luke
want
Cage,
to
let me get on your back.
up and get him?
And cut. Fantastic job. Let's get a round of applause up in here. That was great. That was good.
That's not at all what happened in the.
I think we hit that right on the head. Like if that were a nail and we were the hammer, we nailed it. We created at least like a dresser right there. That's what we created at the very least.
So there is I'm a little sad that you didn't capture this audio log, but later on in the episode, Iron Fist and Luke Cage bust into this place with these bad guys, some type of mafia guys, and they're like, "Who the hell are you?" And he's like, and Luke Cage is like, "Me? I'm Captain America, and my friend in the tights over here is Thor." It was like the greatest. Just the delivery was so.
I do remember
awesome.
that was a good line. I remember that one. High five for that one. Moving away from my new segment, which I think we're gonna be a regular. I liked it. We all had that was good, right? That was good.
That was
fantastic.
I liked it. We're gonna keep it. All right. So moving into a YouTube.
I have a quick question from the comment
We have
section.
a question for Modern Marvel. The question is, what could you recommend for someone who is really looking to get their start in cosplay?
Oh. Is that an us question? I think that's an us question.
That's an us question.
Oh my God. Okay, so what would you recommend for someone who's really looking to get their start in cosplay? Would you like to go ahead with that?
Well, I'd say start small. Start with something that you're passionate about and something that you feel you have a deep connection to, and frankly, someone you freaking look like. It helps a lot.
So clearly, someone in the Marvel universe.
Clearly.
Yeah, I would say because how we start off is we start off with a character that we really really like, and then we figure out, we boil down what the core concepts.
What's the most important imperative aspect of that character?
So if it's I don't know, like Scarlet Witch, is it the headpiece? Is it the colors? Does she gotta have like a thong or something? I hope. It's gonna be awesome.
Wait, Kyle, didn't you hear the 3 words that she said in House of M? No more thongs. She doesn't.
Thank you, Hopper.
What? So pantyless?
All the way.
So yeah, I would say.
How we go to cons? Come on.
I would say boil it down to like a
True.
core concept of what you think makes up that character. Then start in thrift shops. Go Macklemore style. Yeah, go to Goodwill's. Go to your local.
Cat urine section.
Yeah, fuck that. That was
Ooh,
horrible.
bad kitty.
Why is there always a
Bad
cat urine
kitty.
section at Goodwill?
I don't know, but it was actually in like a squirt gun or
God,
some
I
type
can
of
still
gun.
smell it. It's been
and
months. I can
and
still
as you
smell it.
like rip tied the thing,
Oh, that
it
was bad
shot
too.
cat piss. And
I think
then-
it was our Rocket Raccoon that unleashed it upon
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
world.
and she was wearing like a fur coat, so the piss got in the fur coat.
Yeah, and then she got
It
my car
was-
smelling like that.
Oh, God.
Oh, it was fucking bad, man. How were you not there?
No.
Well, regardless of that, so don't do that. That's a cosplay don't. Then that's a life don't. So yeah, once you go to thrift shops and stuff, try Ross. Ross Dress for Less, and they have some awesome shit there, especially if you look for shit in the women's section. In fact, regardless of where you go, look in the women's section because they have way cooler shit.
Look in all sections.
A lot of things that you can adapt and edit.
I've made many a costume for.
Does that answer the question?
I think that was more than an answer to the question. Not only
Okay.
did you answer his question, you also gave him life advice. Do not.
Well,
put
but I also feel like you
and
don't do
or
it.
near your face.
And also,
body.
if you're gonna put cat piss in a super soaker, don't shoot it on a fur coat because that's not a good idea for anybody. Life advice.
I also feel
Not
like
good
you
advice.
missed core points of if you're looking to get into cosplay, you have to sign up for no sleep, lots of stress, a lot of
Buy a
regret
sewing
up
machine.
until the second that you actually get your first picture taken. You have to hate everybody and life,
Oh
and
God.
Say bye to
sounds
Jade.
like
I'm not gonna lie,
coming from the heart.
Guardians. I hated all of you. I wanted to kill you all by the time we got to the con.
oh, I was ready to go Magus on everyone's ass.
Yeah, it was a little rough, mostly because we had. I mean, I think Cass and I were maybe we had actually done like the first real cosplay, and we went to Amazing. Was it Amazing?
So
No, not to discredit Justin, who did some wonderful work in craft foam, and some spandex and tape and shit. Could pull together a costume like no one's business.
Dude, creds to Justin for creativity.
Thank you.
But
Yeah, his
I
costumes
think-
are like Cinderella, though. If it strikes midnight, it literally
explodes.
starts falling off of you. It happened at Halloween.
turns into a pumpkin and abandons you.
No, we were out on Halloween, and I was Nova, and for no joke, it was like, last call. 15 minutes later, on the dot at 2 o'clock, my shit
Armor.
started falling off, just out of nowhere.
By the end, he's just a guy in spandex and a onesie,
That is
and just like
literally what happened. Were you there? I was
I've
left
seen
with
the picture.
spandex and a cosmic cube, and that was it.
and a cod piece. That's pretty much what we're rocking.
Speaking of the Cosmic Cube, this week Thanos Rising concluded. It was the origin story of Thanos. Justin read it. I don't think
Yes.
anyone else read it. So we're just gonna make a quick.
I'm only too deep. So.
Yeah, we're gonna make. Oh, do you not want spoilers?
Oh
Spoilers
fuck that!
then?
Spoil the shit out of it.
It's not really spoilers. I mean, we know what happens to Thanos.
I don't care if I know what happened. I'm gonna reread it and get just as much enjoyment.
So
I
the
love
whole
Thanos.
series, right? It's about his backstory, and if you haven't read it, it is a great full circle story of how he became the Mad Titan. They explain where the euphemism of mad comes from. They explain his relationship with death. They explain the relationship with his parents, and it's like Steve read the first issue. He wasn't real into it, but I'm telling you guys, this is a miniseries that you want to pick up and you want to read. The ending was just. It explained everything to me on why he's mad and why he's obsessed with death and why he is motivated to do what he does now. Justin, how did you like it?
I wasn't sure how far it was going to go in his story from the beginning. I typically don't read Jason Aaron because he has such a. I don't know, he's a little too visceral for me sometimes. Like it's like he focuses on being extreme in his story rather than having good content. But
Well, this is a
It
guy
is about
obsessed with
Thanos.
death.
it's darker than I expected it to be. And I kind of figured out what was going on halfway through about this girl being the embodiment of death. And
Yeah.
I was like, I like where this is going. But you still kind of side with Thanos, even though you realize how fucking dark he is. And just
And how batshit crazy he is.
and it was, I don't know, it was good. And the art, I haven't seen this artist since, I think, Astonishing X-Men Ghost Box, maybe,
Wow.
which was a long
You just
time
pulled
ago.
that out of, where do you pull that from? What memory bank are you storing this in?
It's just Justin's memory bank.
He's like, I'm literally looking at it. It's in a box right below me.
That's why
Actually, I don't
Justin's
think
the
it's in my
fat
house at
guy.
all, but I never forget a drawn face, I guess. The thing is it was a really good book. The art was fantastic. I think
It
Hopper,
was.
you would like this style of art if you like Batman, Superman, and it really gives a good basis on explaining Thanos. You already know what his deal is, but this is a really good backstory.
Yeah, no, the part with his father at the end, where you even start questioning what's going on, what you've been told in the book, it blew me out of the water. I was like, this is awesome. It's a good read. Pick it up. Are you enjoying the first two issues, Mr. Kyle?
Oh yeah, first two in, I was really. I mean, as a animal lover, him dissecting the shit and killing a whole bunch of animals didn't really sit too with me. But
He was kind of
I
destroying
get it.
planets, That was hard for me to digest as well.
Well, whatever. I mean, fuck the planets, but the animals, dude.
But the animals.
Those people probably deserved it. They're assholes.
That's like that classic image from Reddit. It's like, dude kills a bunch of civilians, no problem. Dude blows up a planet, no problem. Dude kicks a puppy, what a monster!
It's true. It's true. Well, the puppy can't internalize what's going on. It's just going about its day and then just gets front kicked by a fucking titan.
In Thanos' defense, those lizards were pretty nasty.
I mean, they ate his friends, but for survival,
vengeance, retribution. He had to,
he had to torture them. Whatever. Regardless,
he didn't torture those ones. He killed those ones straight up.
Sure. And then he started dissecting
then
shit.
He started going mad titan crazy, dissecting everything. Jeffrey Dahmer.
He got super mind fucked though. Like death was little kid death.
No, that keeps going on. He gets mind fucked through the whole thing. It's good.
It was.
Pick it up. But since let's move into something that everyone knows about. Thor, the new arc started this week. It was a great issue. Kyle came over here and just could not stop raving about it. He was so excited about this issue.
Good.
Powers, I feel like, liked it, and Justin just said it was so good. I think we all enjoyed it. Steve, you're on this one?
I'm 75% in, and I also love it so far. So we can talk about it.
Popper, since you're kind of our Thor guy, why don't you sum up what happened in the new arc?
All right. Wait, is he the Thor guy? Because he kind of looks like Thor?
Yeah, this is a new arc for everyone who's listening in. It just started, the God Bomb saga ended, and now we're into a new arc of Thor.
I have so much to say about this.
Gore the God Butcher was a great storyline, and like I told you guys last week, some good shit is coming, or 2 weeks ago, in the Marvel AR stuff. And this week, I love the beginning of it. Pretty much throughout the whole issue, Thor just goes around and he's being a good god. He's taking care of his peons. He's, honoring them with his presence, and he's helping out when he can, granting Make-A-Wish wishes, both for children and grown women alike. And I love it. And, you know what? Say your piece, Kyle, and then come back to me, because I got a hypothetical for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, a little prelude. I like it. There was so much right with this issue. This is, and I know that we just had a big event, so it may be the lull that just happens afterwards. But I loved the lull. I wish that more comics, in particular Marvel, would do this. We don't always need huge, giant events. Sometimes I just like to get to know the character, and I like to see what they're doing in the meantime, in between all the head bashing and fucking epic shit that they do out in space and every other fucking team that's happening. This was a very, very heartfelt issue where you get to see. By the time I got done with it, I am now going to pray to Thor. It's done. Right. I'm praying to Thor from now.
He's a great god.
That's exactly what he told me today when I walked through the front door. Was, Cass, I've made a decision. I will now be worshiping Thor. And I said, should we be celebrating Thor's days more often?
Thursday Thor's Day.
The perfect day to worship him.
And it's today. And I love how Roz was at the S.H.I.E.L.D. ball, and she's like, my god. And he goes, yes.
Just call me Thor. So I didn't really know, because I caught the beginning of the God's Bomb. I didn't finish it.
Well, you should, because it's epic.
Fuck yeah, I should.
So
the
fucking
art
good.
alone is awesome. So I'm picking it up after God's Bomb. And so I almost started skipping a few of the panels in the beginning, trying to just run through it and kind of get through it. And then I got to where he was going to meet up with that guy that's on death row. And I was like, okay, hold on, what's going on? So I had to go back and reread it. But he's just being a good god. He's visiting this guy who I guess he's been visiting quite often.
Yep.
And he walks into the jail, and he has this fucking fruit that he flew across the cosmos.
Wait, before that, he's going through security, and I love that.
Yeah, they're like, sir, can you check your hammer? Don't even worry about it, kid. No one can pick it up here. But the touching scene of him sitting with this guy, who's clearly, this is his last day, his last meal, and Thor has brought to him this fruit that he describes wars have been fought over, and that Thor himself has never actually partaken in. And so he tastes it, and the guy's like, this fruit is fucking amazing. It is something that I have never tasted but feel like I've always wanted. And Thor's like, yeah, that's what I hear. And he's like, what, you've never had it? He's like, no, it's this is the last one, and I brought it for you. And he's like, look, man, I know that you got some really important shit to do, and I'll let you go, do your God thing. And Thor was like, no, don't worry about it. I'm going to be with you all the way through till to the other side, to the gates on the other side of death. And you see the doors to the execution, and it says execution fucking room close, and he's just right there with a fucking hand on his shoulder. And I was like, God damn, this is a good God.
Yeah, and I love that the
totally
context was like, he's like,
and then he just goes all the fuck over the place. Dude, he meets with fucking sisters and gives them life berries or some shit. Well, he meets with Tibetan
nuns.
What is?
He met up with nuns, and he was helping them plant seeds of a fruit or tree that were 3 million years extinct.
A lot of fruit grows around him.
And I love that the nun was like, please, Thor, join us for supper, won't you?
Do you want to stay? He's like, please, remember your vows.
And she's like,
ladies, I am but one God.
And I can please you all.
And yeah, then he goes and visits like the Dalai Lama or some shit, just sitting out there. The Dalai's like, yo, tell me the crazy shit that you've seen. He's like,
that downward dog with the Dalai Lama?
He goes, yeah, seriously. And then he goes and visits and dances with some random S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who just graduated.
Roz.
Email or a video post on YouTube.
Who is it?
And then Tony Stark saw it and was like, Thor, you should
Hold
go
on.
check
I want to
this
pull
out.
up her name while you're jib-jabbing.
The only thing that I could think of when I read that is how like high school boys post video posts on Twitter to like porn stars. Come to prom with me, Lexi Bell.
See, I kind of viewed it more as like a Craigslist misconnection. Like one time Thor saved me, and I was hoping maybe he would take me to the prom.
Yellow beard and
no, it was definitely like a Kate Upton ask
it was
out.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I can't speak highly enough of this type of story and the art and the God and just it was all wonderful. Please, more Marvel stories.
Yeah.
Give me.
I think we're
shit like
hoping
this.
that after Infinity, this will kind of happen again.
Well, wait a minute.
It's very similar to like Hawkeye and
Black Panther,
Hawkeye and Gambit and
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye right
I
now
enjoyed
is
Gambit.
the Seinfeld of comics, if nobody realizes that.
He is. Wait a minute. That's not all that happened in this issue of Thor.
Right. We haven't.
I'm skipping all the fucking amazing shit.
Tangent.
So
okay, so let's finish it out.
Do you want to finish it up? Okay, so
Yeah, I'll quickly finish
then he
it up.
goes from that he goes to Jane. What? Am I going on too much?
He wanted to finish it. and
Oh,
then you-
Hopper, take it, baby.
Tag me in.
Tagged.
All right.
Mike, you go.
So at the end of the issue, I'll get to the middle in a second. But at the end of the issue,
Scott likes to talk. I don't know if you guys noticed.
at the end of the issue, King Thor finally has the Bifrost repaired, and he's like, hey, send me back to Midgard. And he's like, why would you want to go there? And he's like, because you're too young to understand. Next and final panel, even though it pains Thor, I must still go. And Earth is destroyed.
A very
Midgard
pertinent line is that he says that Thor always will return to Midgard.
Yes, and that was great. But Earth is gone. It's destroyed. It's fucked up. And that's what we're going to find out. Something's going to happen.
We don't know that. There could be that one soul that still prays to Thor that he has to visit every year.
Well, yeah, but Earth is essentially destroyed, and they acknowledge at the end of the issue. And next month, we're finally going to get Malekith, and he's, like I said last time, the bad guy.
In the issue, visited one Miss, what's her face?
Jane Foster.
Jane Foster.
Remember that time I said I would get there?
Okay, sorry. Is this a
kind of went
hypothetical?
backwards.
I feel a hypothetical.
You're pulling a Quentin Tarantino over
here. Okay. You know what? We'll go there right now. Malekith can wait, and we'll get there. Okay. In the issue, Thor visits Jane Foster. You knew it was coming, and she has cancer. She has her sash on her head. She's gone through chemotherapy. I think last Tuesday.
Ominous sound effect.
Cancer.
But and Thor kind of freaks out. He doesn't understand. He's like, let me do some of my Thor magic. Let me get the Norn Stones. I want to heal you. And she's like, no, Thor, you can't use any of your magic. I'm a human. I have to deal with it our human way because there's always a price when we do it your way. Plus, I'm a woman. This is what we do. We do our thing. And he was like, ugh, I feel helpless. You understand? I'm a god and I can move mountains. And he looks at her and he's like, is there a mountain I can move for you, Jane Foster? And she's just like, I forgot how sexy you were when you pout. And he takes her to the moon.
Hold on. First off, Jane Foster's fucking squeeze, human, very mortal squeeze, like pops his head out the window.
Kyle,
and he's like,
Kyle.
hey,
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
You're skipping around, man.
Shh. Shut your mouth. Hypothetical.
Kyle, we're not gonna get invited back.
You know, if you on Bob's Burgers, there's an episode.
Hypothetical, goddammit!
And Louise is like,
Thor,
shut
come
your
on.
mouth. Art walk. Shut your mouth.
Baby bird, I'll feed you.
So Thor is showing her a sunrise over Earth. And then he brings up, well, your main squeeze, Walter, wouldn't like this. He'd get jealous because Jane Foster is seeing someone else. Some guy named Walter, who, as Thor puts it, is seller of estate.
Does Walter make meth?
Weak mortal.
Yeah, just a mere mortal. And it's funny that she's dating, like, just a humdrum dude after dating the Odin son. And at the end of the issue, he said something, and he was like, I'm going to get my magic to fix you and heal you. And she's like, if you do, I'll start dating Hercules. And he just says, thou wouldst not dare. And it was just fantastic. So my hypothetical this week, coming at you. Hypothetical. All right. So let's just say, for argument's sake, and honestly, let's be honest with ourselves here.
Athena.
Realistically, we have had a love affair with Thor, and it's over. Who would you turn to? Like, who could console you, or who would you seek the arms of after
you mean
you've
in
been
real
Thor's
life?
lover?
Am I supposed to, like, high school throw out someone that I have a crush on? Is that what you're asking me?
No, I'm saying, like, Jane Foster was a lover of Thor, and to move up or to move on, she got with Walter, real estate agent. So you've been Thor's lover for years. What next? Are you confident? Are you like, I'm gonna go after She-Hulk? Or are you like, you know what, I've done the whole God thing. I'm gonna go slum it for a while, find some ratchet, and whatever.
Miley Cyrus? Is that a Miley?
Topical.
Is this supposed to be a superhero that we're?
Hold on. I got an answer.
Yeah, there you go, Steve. You're on the bandwagon.
Easy, baby. I'd go after Loki. Get that motherfucker jealous as fuck.
Loki or Floki?
Floki?
Really gonna kid Loki?
Wolf Loki, I'd go with.
Okay.
Get a little Floki in there.
See, that's exactly. Steve, you got the.
I'm gonna go with Cat Loki. That's another
Steve
good
sounds
one.
vindictive. I like Steve.
All right, Cass. Who are you going with?
That's kind of hard. I've always. I don't know. Come back to me. Let me.
Well, no, that's the whole point,
you go to
Cassidy.
Thor? Is that
you
what
want
happened?
Thor to come back to you.
The question is, who would I hook up with to make Thor jealous?
Who wouldst thou turn to after dating Thor?
Do I have to pretend that I'm a girl too?
Why?
No, you could be a man. I chose.
Yeah, you could be a man and be Thor's lover.
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering.
I would go to
know how-
Silver Surfer because Silver Surfer and Thor always fight, and they think they're each powerful than each other.
So the hero nuggets are a vindictive group, apparently, spiteful.
No, if it were up to me, I think I would date a nice Earth
I don't
girl.
like being in this
She
position.
could clean my house. We could cook together.
Okay.
We could
See?
go on dates and be normal. We wouldn't have to move mountains together. We would move
There you
mountains
go.
with our love.
Because
And your beards.
Thor may not want to Netflix it on a Wednesday evening. He might want to,
That's what I'm saying.
Why you
Ashley
to-
just wants to watch some Netflix with me, eat some popcorn, and then, start touching and rubbing and move into the bedroom. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
And a rubbing and a moving.
Any
And,
ladies out there want to date
and of course,
a
it's
human
of
Joe?
course that happens on Wednesday because
I
nothing
am not
good is on
human.
TV.
I have superpowers,
I
Stephen.
love that we're selling us Joe. Netflix.
Excuse me.
So if you want to watch some Netflix, you can connect with me at Cannoli Natoli. You can also look for me on Facebook at Cannoli Natoli.
Plug in.
He's got a great face, good sense of style,
Very buff.
fun as the devil,
Chiseled jawline.
and he'll give you back rubs all night, lady. All
It's
night.
true. He's also good with the cunnilingus. So
I didn't want to bring
Take
up
it
my
from Kyle.
superpower, goddammit.
I have it on.
No. He said he's a cunning linguist. It's okay.
And now all the ladies just hit the internet for the word.
I'm working on our fucking million views, yeah.
Justin, who are you taking? Did you answer yet? I don't remember what
Silver
you said.
Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I said Silver
Yeah, he's
Surfer.
spiteful.
You're going
But if
for-
Silver
I'm
Surfer
going
was
for
busy,
Loki.
I would hit
Kyle.
up Richard Rider.
Of course you would.
Yeah,
Wait,
you would.
date your father? That's weird, man.
It's
That was a
complicated.
callback from
It's
last week.
complicated.
Ain't nobody knows how to do it like Daddy.
Oh God.
All right, Kyle, what do you got?
Fucking
I
Freud
lost my
shit.
ears on that one.
Okay, so for this particular hypothetical, I'm gonna take some liberties and decide that I'm also superpowered. And
No.
But that's not what I
You're
asked,
regular
though.
powered.
Yeah.
Who do you date
fuck you,
after
it's my
dating
fucking
Thor?
answer. But okay, we'll run with that.
No powers.
No powers. That's
powers.
fine. I'm definitely going new Captain Marvel.
Oof. Ooh, Kyle.
Mohawk.
Great
Yeah.
answer.
Oh fuck yeah! Are you kidding me? It's either that or Warbird. So
Ooh,
We know Steve also likes this
Back up.
person.
Warbird's mine.
You mean Falcon?
Okay, so
Yar.
everyone but Joe would continue
Oh, I
on
want that
the
hard. I want it.
superhero, super villain, super neutral path.
Yeah, I'm just taking bubble baths with an Earth girl.
Bubble baths do sound
Joe's
good.
so
actually.
sweet. Everybody.
Also the name of my new romance novel, Bubble Baths with an Earth Girl.
But you know, if you were dating the girl of the Wonder Twins, actually, no, I was gonna say form of a bubble bath, but it was the boy who was always the worthless water.
Yeah, exactly.
Her brother's gonna make the water for us for our date.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awkward.
That'd be even better, man. Hey, can you get your brother to turn into a bubble bath real quick so we can bang out inside of him?
Oh God.
This is my ultimate cosplay someday. Warbird.
Whew.
Check
That's
it out.
Warbird, yeah. Shi'ar warrior.
You should gender
Good.
bend some Falcon. And then
There we go.
Corvos.
Corvos. So we'll go as a Shi'ar couple.
Powers, who won that?
You know what? I think everyone already knows who I would go after. I said it before, and we all know who my main
Lady
squeeze.
Sif. Because you're all
No.
Thor and shit.
Oh no, Miss Marvel. I'd go with Miss Marvel. Not well. I mean, 'cause you said the new Captain Marvel. I mean, why can't I go back in time and get what I want like that?
So
Well, she's
so
still
you're
the
going
same
back in
lady.
time
You
and
just
shit?
want that revealing outfit, huh?
Yeah. Plus, I've had a faux hawk in my past, and
No,
it
she
didn't
has
do
a
it for
real
me.
mohawk.
That's true.
Like a boss.
That's true. Maybe, but you know what? Carol Danvers. I'll go. You know, she'll be my pick. So
So Kyle wins.
I gotta say, Kyle has a great answer. Kyle, you take it this week with 10 million Asgard points.
You just shortchanged him, man. I saw that B forming out of your lips.
I was
And,
going
Spin
Gajillion,
knows
but he
any
shot way low,
Asgardian station.
lowballed the shit out of me.
You also get 3,000 points from me. Steve points.
Wonderful. What can I redeem with those points?
We'll talk after the show.
Okay.
Yeah. See me after class.
Although can if we're gonna segue with the Miss Marvel thing, I did read her comic.
Did you?
I did.
I think I'm the only one who read it.
I
don't
didn't
think
really
anybody else
enjoy
read
it.
Well, you're also coming in at issue 15, and it's an Infinity tie-in, so it's hard to tell
is
what's going on.
true.
However, I didn't like the fact that they were like, "Oh, my memory's kind of messed up. I don't really feel anything right now." Because her whole thing before this was that she had like some sort of cancerous thing growing inside of her, and it was like a super heartfelt arc. And then all of a sudden now she's like, "Yeah, I don't really remember."
But at the end, she said that she remembered everything by the end. So
Yeah, well then she went into binary mode. That's the cosmic form is binary, as Val told us last week. She is called binary now, and she's gonna get some cosmic powers next episode. But yeah, it was just I don't know.
We'll find out
It
next
was
week.
the
battle was kind of.
It was Justin and everyone else. If you guys want to know what happened to them in the ship post explosion, then this is the issue to read because it does reveal what happens to Hawkeye and all of them after the ship blows up and how they recover and everything. So by that end, I enjoyed it. But as far as Ms. Marvel or Captain Marvel goes as an issue and a character, I wasn't a big fan. I didn't know what was going on. But what we were a fan, if we're talking captains, read Captain America #10 this week. There was. So Steve, I'll let you take this one real quick. Let's talk about this, us two.
Can you pull
All right, so they're finally out of Dimension Z, which I've been waiting for 10 fucking issues. The issue was pretty good up until the ending, where it just blew my fucking dick off.
He actually came downstairs and was like, "Joe, did you read Captain America yet?" And I was like, "No, homie, I didn't read it yet." And he was like, "Homie, this issue made the past 9 issues worth it." And I was like, "Are you serious? Because last week you hated this shit."
That was a direct quote. At the end, you see that Ian, Captain America's adopted son, is alive, and they basically call him Nomad because he's fighting in Dimension Z still for all the what are they called? Frylocks?
No, the mutates. The mutates. So for those of you who don't know, in the past, Captain America became disenfranchised with America, and he donned the costume, and he called himself Nomad, which eventually led him to become re-enfranchised with America and don the Captain America costume once again. So this is a throwback to Captain America art that happened a long time ago, and we are both interested to see if they continue some Dimension Z stuff where he is Nomad, and we get to see back and forth between Captain America and Nomad and Dimension Z, or what's going to be what it's actually going to take place.
I'm actually hoping that Nomad comes into the regular universe. You know, fight alongside Cap as a new Bucky, which would be pretty cool.
Can I ask, since I don't know what's going on here? This is not 616, right?
No, it is. So what happened was he was trapped in Dimension Z, and we were led to believe that years had passed. But in reality, only 30 minutes had passed in the 616 universe. And in Uncanny X-Men number, what issue are we on right now? It was the one before this. It was Uncanny X-Men number 10. They reveal that he is the same Captain America from this book in our 616 universe, and they acknowledge that he was gone for an amount of time, and it did fuck him up mentally. So this is the 616 universe, but it was only 30 minutes in the 616 universe, and in the Dimension Z, it was like 10 years or something.
So there was some weird time shit going on.
Well, and actually, if you scan the AR at the end of or at some point in the issue, they talk about the time difference, because at one point Captain America leaves Dimension Z, and then Sharon Carter gets blown up, and then he wants to go check on her, so he steps back into Dimension Z. So even those 5 seconds that he was in Dimension Z were several years again. So there's a time flux going on with Captain America right now, and they're going to address that in the upcoming issues, where he has grown older just by being in Dimension Z.
Okay.
Plus he has a sweet beard, which inspired me to grow mine.
As well, you
pretty old in that one issue that Val commented on. Remember that? For like a second when they were on Mars.
Yeah, I don't really remember what the heck issue that was. But let's move into something that everyone did read this week. Finally, let's move into New Avengers, and then we'll round out the podcast. How did everyone like this week's New Avengers before we recap it real quick?
Pretty
what?
He pointed to you first.
No, that's fine. Take it, big guy.
Oh, I was just going to say it was good to see where the New Avengers are continuing to go alongside everything else that's been happening, since it seems like New Avengers has been like, when the fuck is this taking place? But the way they made it all work together, especially between Namor and
Black Panther.
T'Challa.
Don't spoil that. Oh my god, I loved it.
I'm not gonna. I'm just saying how their relation was handled in this book was very crafty. I love the writing.
Wait,
even
which
more
one is
than
this?
that, how they handled Captain America being mind blasted in a couple issues past, so that he didn't even know of what was going on, and now he's in space with the Avengers. Like that,
oh yeah, that was fucking like in issue 1 or 2.
I was just thinking about that, and I was like,
yeah,
holy shit, that is amazing writing right there. Like,
and it's a big deal. And I wanted to say this after you guys were just talking about Captain America. There's a reason why I rarely liked Captain America, and I feel like he's a massive hypocrite in a big way. Like Captain America, and he even says in New Avengers, I think it was like issue 3, before he got mind blasted by Strange, that it's a black and white issue, and they're trying to make shades of gray, and he's like, no, we're either going to do the right thing the right way, or the wrong thing the wrong way. I see things in black and white, and I know it's a fault of mine. He says this to T'Challa before they walk into the room, and that's fine. I totally get it. Captain America is black and white, right, wrong, good, evil. we need a character like that. It's great. It's why he's a beacon of
Just as long as
hope.
it's not blackface.
Yeah, blackface Captain America. That's interesting. But my problem with Captain America is, in no panel I've ever read, in no storyline I've ever read, that he goes from, listen, we're talking, I want to explain to you that this is right or this is wrong, and the very next thing out of his mouth is, time for action, I'm tired of words. And he jumps to conclusions and he's hasty, and I hate that. Like, he always jumps to conclusions and starts resorting to violence, or he storms out of the room and causes a scene.
How does that relate to this, though? Because in this one, he was mind blasted, so he's like, yo, we're in space, we're going to do the right thing, and we're going to work with the rest of the galaxy, and now they're all working cosmically. And actually, he's like, yeah, I'm fine being a foot soldier here. So that argument doesn't really hold in the current...
Well, I think it's interesting because I think that when he got mind blasted by Doctor Strange, I don't know if they're going to have a lasting effect.
It blasted that out of him?
I don't know, because right now in the Infinity run, New Avengers and the main story arc of Infinity, you're right, he's cooperating and he's great and he's a nice guy and he knows his role in the cosmic sense. And that's what I'm waiting on also. I'm really waiting for him to hang out with all these cosmic characters and for Captain America to step up and for them to look at him and be like, we dealt with you back in the day, Captain. You are minuscule compared to us in terms of power levels. Shut the fuck up. Get out of our faces. I'm waiting for that, but I'm liking that he knows his role and he knows his place and he's keeping his toes. What's the phrase? Like he's not stepping his toes over the line or whatever. But earlier in Infinity, in New Avengers, he didn't do that. Like he kind of hastily and rashly. And he always does that, and that's why I don't like Captain America.
Hickman, I like the way he's doing everything. I think he brought it together well, and he mind blasted Captain America so we could have him go up to space, and now he's cooperating. I think Hickman is addressing everything that you are kind of griping about Captain America.
No, and I said that before a few weeks ago on the podcast. He is only good to read if the writer is good. Like, him as a character is written badly a lot, unfortunately.
Well, he's very plain.
Yeah.
He was created in the 40s for propaganda. It's like you can't really go very far with him.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of depth to add to him.
Unless you have Doctor Strange magic face his brain.
Yeah, magic face to the brain.
But back to this actual issue, Justin. Would you like to talk about it?
I forgot where it starts. Oh, it starts with Thanos and the
Black Order. We kind of get a little bit of an insight into how the Black Orders run and how they get
the Cull something.
I don't remember the name of
the Cull Obsidian.
Yeah, the Cull Obsidian. It introduced. There's these 5 general warriors of Thanos, and they.
Yeah, the Black Order.
The Black Order, and it introduces how each one of them goes and addresses, because Thanos is like. We've got this. The Outsider, is that what that thing was called or something? I'm thinking Trinity War now.
Yeah, no, the
Watcher.
I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, whatever read Black Bolt's mind.
Yes.
They have that, and they're reading the information off of it.
The Outcast.
Yeah, the Outcast guy, and they found out that. Have you seen this happen yet, Hopper? Where they all tried to use the stones.
Outrider.
Oh, Outrider. Okay.
Outrider. Yeah. Hopper, do you remember when they tried to use the Infinity Gems to push back the other planet, and it failed?
Yep.
Yeah, and then they all shattered except one disappeared.
The Mind Gem.
Yeah, the Mind Gem. And Thanos is like, wait. They didn't all shatter. Let's go find this one. It's got to be there somewhere. And so they go down to each of the Avengers and of the new Avengers of the Illuminati, because that's who the information that the Outrider has. And they go and interact with each person trying to find it. And you get to learn of sort of what each one is doing, and it makes the X-Men relevant because Beast is with them, and it brings in sort of everybody. It doesn't seem like it's leaving anyone out.
Well, yeah, we were kind of curious if they were going to address the fact that the X-Men were still on Earth, and clearly in this issue they did, so Hickman is going to bring them into the fold as well, which I liked.
It was interesting seeing Armor, too, who I haven't seen in a long time, and Wolverine just happened to be there, so that's interesting, but he's always...
Yeah, no, when is he not?
Yeah, when is Wolverine not?
I feel like I thought Wolverine maybe went. No, he didn't go. He's not on the main Avengers team.
What is your question, Hopper?
So I hadn't addressed it that much just because I figured once Infinity officially started, it would answer the question. But in all the precursor to Infinity and New Avengers, so pretty much everything that's official precursor or prelude to Infinity, they keep saying this is the end of all worlds before the event, but not but this world is the last world, for it was an Avengers world and it is gone, or something. You know what I mean? Where they always make a point to say it was an Avengers world. It was the first. Now it's the last. I don't understand what they've been meaning by that, and I would have hoped they would have explained it.
They're just saying that it's had protection by the Avengers. The Avengers were a force to be reckoned with, and so it's been protected by the Avengers, and now the Avengers are out in space defending against the cosmic threat. So what they're saying is the Earth is now without its protection, even though, yeah, we have the X-Men there, and we have the Avengers that are left, but they're warring nations right now. Wakanda's fighting Atlantis. They're at war with one another, so they're not worried about defending the Earth from anything.
Okay,
Doctor Strange is just Doctor Strange, and all we have left is Reed Richards, and Iron Man is supposed to be making some sort of contingency plan, but as we see in this issue, there's not much they can do when a huge army invades.
Can we talk about Namor's dick move this issue?
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
I have another little thing I want to say that I loved. Just a small line that Thanos says. He's talking to his the Black Order, whatever the fuck they call it.
Toothpaste.
Yes, all about the toothpaste. Hitting it hard. Yeah, right there. So she, who is it? The
girl?
Titan. No, is that her? I thought. No, it's the gigantic Titan Supergiant.
Oh, Supergiant.
Yeah.
Giganta.
So Supergiant is saying, hey, do we need to follow this one missing gem when we're really looking for all of them? The gauntlet's not going to work if we don't have all of them. And Thanos pretty much turns to her and he's like, listen, just one of these gems gives you the power of a god. Have you ever felt the power of a god? And she's like, no. And he says, well, I have once, and it's amazing. Now, that was so profound for me because he himself is already on the power level of people like Thor and fucking just cosmic people.
But he's not a god.
Well, I mean, but not in name, but he is... I mean, he has just as much power as a god, such as Thor or fucking Hercules or all the other ones, right? I mean, he's made by the Celestials, the Deviants, and the... What the fuck is the other one?
Entities.
The whatever the fuck they are.
Externals.
Yeah. So he's an external. He's a fucking deviant external.
Yeah. Who? Are you talking about Thanos?
Yeah, Thanos.
Yeah, I think he's on Celestial level, and he's like.
Well, not Celestial, because Celestials are the giant fucking.
He reigns from Titan.
Which is where the the whatever the fuck they are. So the fact
he's the last one because he killed everybody on Titan.
Right. Well. Sure. The last time I had read them was the Neil Gaiman run with them, which was fantastic. But the fact that he's saying that the power level that he has, and he didn't realize what it meant to be a god until he held this thing, that to me was a very, very powerful indicator of how powerful the scale is of just one Infinity Gem, let alone the Gauntlet itself.
Right. Well, I mean, the Gauntlet pretty much makes you the creator of universes.
It makes you Stan Lee.
So, well, as close to him as you can get, because he's still above you. He can still negate everything that you do with the Infinity Gauntlet. But yeah, I did enjoy that line, and then there's actually several good lines in this whole thing. The dialogue is really, if you know the characters, it's super, super, super well written. At one point, T'Challa is running at. Steve loved this part. He's running at the I don't remember what his name is. It's not Smasher. He's the big guy. Does anyone remember?
Abyss.
The big brown guy.
He's like a space name.
Yeah, I don't remember what his is. Clayface. I don't remember what his name is. But anyways, yeah. So he comes down and he's like, "Hey, I'm your new ruler." And T'Challa just runs at him and he's like, "No, I am the king of the dead and I'm your new ruler," which actually I thought was kind of weird because it's a great line, but this guy's working for Thanos, who is literally the king of the dead. I mean, he is death's lover. So I thought the line was
well. I think it's T'Challa saying, "I'm gonna kill you," that was the meaning behind that line. At least
just
that's
wanna
what I
point
got
out-
out of it.
The King of the Dead in Wakanda, he talked with that. Like, he's not Black Panther. He's like, way back in fucking New Avengers, I think, when Bendis still had it, it talked about him meeting with the god of death, and he's like his sort of, not avatar, but something.
Wait,
Champion,
Khonshu,
maybe?
the Moon Knight's god?
No, it was something else, because his
Oh, that's Khonshu.
the girl is Black Panther, but when he gave up that mantle because of whatever reason, he became something death related.
I just
I'll
want
have
to
to look it
mention
up.
the art in this particular section. A note to all DC artists: this is how you do make an arm flexi punch pose and make it dynamic. Because T'Challa is jumping over this dude who basically Hulk smashed the ground. It looks fucking awesome. He's balancing on his head and he's cocking back a punch. He's about to knock him right in the back of the dome. It's awesome.
You know,
After this, and I was like,
I agree.
This
the art
in
was
comparison to
fantastic.
the action sequences I just read.
It was Mike Diodato. I love the guy's name.
Yes.
Diodato.
The art was great, but my question back to Death is, are Thanos and Death actually back together?
If you read Thanos Rising, it pretty much covers what your question is. I don't want to ruin it for you, but they have a very, very, very strange relationship.
Well, I know, but I haven't finished Thanos
If it were
Rising.
Facebook, it would be listed as it's complicated.
Well, I know, because the last we saw of Thanos, it was in Thanos Imperative, and I'll talk about that actually if you give me a minute later. But him and Death, their relationship was, I'll say spoiler alert, she dumped him, and that was the last time we saw Thanos, was he and Death were not dating.
Yeah, read Thanos Rising, because I like their current relationship. It's much better. He definitely has the upper hand in this. But then at one point, so after that all happens, Proxima Midnight has gone to Namor, and she gets down there expecting a fight, and only finds a broken kingdom and a broken prince, and so she pretty much mercy lets Namor live as long as he.
She doesn't mercy shit. She mind fucks the goddamn
as
hell
long
out of
as
him.
he praises, gives her the information that she wants. And Namor is one of my favorite characters for some reason. I don't know why I like him so much, but I like him.
He's a Lothario.
Yeah, he acts like he is a broken man and that he doesn't know what the hell's going on, and like she's doing him a favor. And then he totally switches it around and pulls one of the best moves of nation warring game theory that I have ever fucking seen. He definitely read Sun Tzu's Art of War, because that was some fucking awesome shit right there. If you want to learn how to fight your battles, you take your notes from Namor, because that dude knows what's going on.
Well, wasn't Namor the one who was talking about game theory in New Avengers earlier?
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it because it's so awesome. If somebody else wants to say it out loud, that's fine, but I don't want to ruin it. It's so good.
I'm gonna ruin it right here.
Don't do it. Just make
So-
a book.
Basically, Namor, because as you know, Atlantis and Wakanda are at war. So Namor, big dick face he
Hold on,
is.
but wait, you have to explain what just happened.
Do you
though,
want-
before
do you-
you the setup. Before what he says.
What do you mean?
They're at
In
war,
Avengers
but
versus
Wakanda-
X-Men,
Wakanda fucking attacked Atlantis.
And they destroyed it completely. And the last time we saw Namor, he was holding I don't remember who it is, but he was holding someone who's clearly beaten down and broken, and his entire kingdom is fucked up because T'Challa backstabbed him, or Black Panther backstabbed him, as they should have been working together after they knew that the cosmic forces were coming. But instead, now they are fighting against each other. And they were just invaded by Wakanda, broken, beaten down. Proxima Midnight finds him at his lowest, and what does he do?
He tells her
Oh, she's looking for.
She's looking.
she's looking for the gem.
And she says,
and
"Where is it? And where should I send the armies of Thanos?"
All of the armies of Thanos. And he says, it's a place called Wakanda. They got that shit, homie.
Yeah.
Knowing full well that Wakanda doesn't have anything, which is, in a move itself, a brilliant move on Namor's part, but a very petty move at the same time, if you really think about it. I mean, there's a cosmic war going on, and he's like, I'm still going to fucking stick it to Wakanda for breaking my city.
And that's why I hate
good.
Namor, man. He's just a poor man's fucking Aquaman.
Oh.
Sorry, he
Bullshit.
is. He's got cool wings on his feet. I dig the Hermes wings, but I like Aquaman more.
All right, so finish out the issue, Kyle. You want to finish out the issue on what happened?
Was that to me?
Yeah.
That was to me? No, I'm going to pass.
Justin, do you want to finish it out? We end with Black Bolt. That's where we're at. Powers? Nobody? Want me to take it? Okay.
You
so
can
we
take
end
it,
with
Joe.
real quick. We end with Black Bolt, who is also one of my favorite characters in Marvel.
I love Black Bolt.
So glad they're bringing him back. He's just a way cool. He looks cool. Everything
He came
about
back
him's
earlier
cool.
in Fantastic Four.
He's got a cute little sound fork on his forehead. It's adorable. But he activates the gem that's in his hand, calling out to the other Illuminati, signaling that they need to meet up and that something's going down. All of them see it. They're going to convene onto Black Bolt, who won't say anything. Or maybe he will now that Maximus has built him a sound chamber. So hopefully we'll get some of that in the next issue. Doctor Strange, though, looks like he's having a tough time with the Ebony Maw, who has currently infiltrated his mind. And that is where we leave it for Infinity #2, which should be coming out next week. I thought this was a great issue. You can go on to HeroNuggets.com and check out my review of it. Just all of the setup for the next one and how everything culminated with Wakanda and Atlantis and the game theory and the explanation of how Thanos kind of invades and how he orders around the Black Order. It was overall a great issue, and I'm excited for Infinity #2. Everyone else agree, or is someone gonna
Absolutely
fucking
agree.
So I'll fight you.
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Everything was good. So I think we're gonna end that here. But before we end, I want to ask one more cosplay question to Kyle and Cassidy while we have them here. And I'm brain farting right now on what I was gonna ask. Oh, any tips, tricks, or just general advice for even beginners or intermediate people? Maybe where to shop, what to buy. What kind of materials they're looking for, if they want to make perhaps weapons or special pieces for a costume, anything along those lines.
Yeah, I suppose so. So there's two things to use that if you want to build armor or any type of hard, rigid thing. One is called Warbler. What's cool about Warbler is it's very thin. When you heat it up with like a heat gun or a blow dryer, ideally a heat gun, it can form to almost a circle, I would say. It's very, very well done in a thin fashion. What's also cool about it is it attaches to itself. So when you heat it up, you can stick it to itself.
Self-adhesion.
Yeah. And all the scraps, you can heat them bitches up too. Roll them out in a fucking iron pin, and then you got another sheet. So you get your money's worth there. Also, something we use is Sintra. Your Scarlet Witch has some Sintra going on.
Yeah, I went ahead and sketched out a basic for the original Scarlet Witch had a headpiece, a faceplate that I went ahead and just kind of adapted onto, and I made a hairpiece essentially. It's a miniature Scarlet Witch faceplate, and I made it out of the Sintra, which is a much thicker plastic. Yeah, well, officially it's a foam, but it feels very similar to plastic.
It's a very cool little piece.
Thank
For
you.
example, I would, if I were a girl, maybe go on Etsy and expect to find something like that. It's just like this little beret that can go on your hair that's kind of like an homage to a character in Marvel that doesn't look overtly like it's a character. It almost looks like half a bow. But it's really cool. I saw it on the ground when I was there, and I was like, "Oh, that is so neat. That's so cute. I wish I had hair to put it in, but I don't."
Maybe I'll get you an elastic band. And
We'll make a beard beret for you.
A beard beret.
Other than that, things that we have are a sewing machine. I don't know what brand we use.
Singer.
A Singer. There we go. The only
brand
the one and only. We've got a heat gun. Other than that,
as many glues as your heart desires. I mean, spray glue is always a keeper, and any kind of super glue and hot glue, of course.
Cass is a badass airbrusher. So
plug your stuff. Plug Modern Marvel and plug your Facebook.
Yeah, so modernmarvel.com, Modern Marvel Cosplay on Facebook, Cassidy O.
It will soon be updated, but I actually have my own studio name. It's called Casaraptor Creations. I'm hoping to get business cards created pretty quick, and hopefully that'll be up pretty soon, within the next 2 months. So expect good things.
Let's see. There's projects that you're working on. I'm not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, we're working on a few
awesome.
commissions and a lot of special effects features in the future. I'm working on a fun Halloween costume that's going to be just fantastic. It's pirate based. We'll leave it there.
Oh, I decided my Halloween
Did you say
costume already.
fantastic or fancastic?
Yes, fantastic. But with raptors, Joe.
So if you want to see some of her airbrush stuff, you can go to Cassidy O. It has a whole bunch of her badass airbrush stuff, including, but not limited to, a Drax the Destroyer, and then who the fuck?
Tasha Harwood as Gamora.
Gamora.
Quite a few of myself and a few older costumes that I did working in a haunted maze a few years back. So Halloween's coming up. You guys, if you have any ideas, give me a ring, and maybe we can do some special effects, and I can help you out with some costumes.
Yeah, especially if you're in the Phoenix Land area. We can do some. She does really good at grunge.
Yes, grunge.
Dirtying things up and making things look worn and weathered. So. Awesome. Should we plug anything else?
I think we've plugged all of the things,
whatever.
Kyle.
It's up to you.
The only plugging left is to go home.
Hey, and plug at home. Sex joke. Yay.
We hadn't had one. Come on. Val would be disappointed in us.
I actually understood that reference.
So we are the Hero Nuggets. That is the show. My name is Joe. You can find us at HeroNuggets.com. You can find us on Twitter at Hero Nuggets. You can find us on Facebook, just Facebook Hero Nuggets. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio at Hero Nuggets, and you can also find us on SoundCloud at Hero Nuggets. We are the Hero Nuggets everywhere. This is the Hero Nuggets Network. Check out our website. I have a review of New Avengers #9 up there. We have breaking news all the time. We had the Ultron news earlier today. We also
why don't we just quickly go over? Why don't we just quickly go over some of those quick stories that we've had over this week? I mean, we haven't really covered pop culture.
I have to go.
Never mind,
okay,
Nuggets
so
here.
Justin,
that was a
You're
flat
going to
no.
find out your Lex Luthor, your Ultron, all of your other great news later.
Yeah, no, just hop on Hero Nuggets. We report the news. We update it all the time. I'm Joe. This is Steve saying bye.
Goodbye.
Later, guys.
Oh.
Hey, thanks for having us, everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on. We appreciate it. Hopper, say goodbye.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone. I've been great.
And then you guys can take our Nuggets out home. I'm going to hand off the microphone to Cass, and then you guys are going to go.
Thank you. You were a thin slice of heaven. I can't wait till we see those million views from a half-naked Hopper and all these sex jokes. And then how do we do this? The Nuggets out?
Nuggets out.
Or do we have to,
One,
we get,
2, 3.
Nuggets out.
Good job. All right, that was a great issue. Justin, if you want to shut us off on the live feed, I don't know if there's anyone left. Maybe Josh.
Sorry.
Josh.
Smells like farts over here.
Yeah, Steve just farted.
Sorry, guys.
It's rough.
I farted.
How many viewers? It doesn't
Guys for
say.
watching the
All right. Well,
podcast.
thanks for watching, live viewers. Oh, we have 4. Bye-bye.
Hashtag bison thighs.
Do a bison thighs sketch.
I will, and I'll
Oh wait.
dedicate it to you, Steve.
You guys haven't seen my Sentinel of Sass costume.
Oh. No, we haven't. We heard.
I saw your sassy walk as I drove up.
No. Only a select few get that. Where the fuck is it? Gallery is what I want.
So what do you call power so we can get this shit on the road?
Oh, that's sass.
I wonder if he has a hypothetical.
Get that
What-
badass
what-
outfit.
What is going on here?
What's going on is that's my
Oh, whoops,
costume
Joe, you already
I wear.
tweeted the live thing.
I
My
love
bad.
People to call me a
Shorts.
faggot, and then when they do,
This is
destroy
what
'em.
pops out? Is this orange? It looks orange, or is that just your natural coloring here?
No, that's my natural color.
Oh, midriff! I'm digging it.
That's totally midriff. There's no shirt on underneath. 'Cause
There's no shirt on
the fishnet
Wait,
on
are
plain
these
skin just looks so sassy.
are these hip hugger jorts?
No,
Because
those are my shorty jorts.
I really hope that you have a belly
Stop
button.
looking at
here
your
now.
computer. Look like you're
They
in
hug. very low rise.
You're gonna get raped. It's not gonna be pretty.
Or I'm gonna be the one doing the raping.
They're gonna ruin your jorts.
I have a bone of contention to talk with Shiloh about.
Get in.
Just his defense of his sassy defense of DC bullshittery. No. I mean, I'm sure he was a wonderful person, and I'm sure he has wonderful style. However, he was giving Hop all kinds of shit about, we're giant mechs in the city, and that's bullshit. I'm like, listen, we all know the DC costumes and characters and the names are all bullshit. All fantastical bullshit.
What are you talking about right now?
It's all the something man. The something woman. All of them. And 90% of them have capes.
Some of them are just the something.
That's what he just said.
Or a something.
Yeah, a.
Instead of just a name. Hulk. Sentry. But I can...
Shazam.
Okay, I think you're hurting your point at this...
Constantine.
Constantine.
Constantine is so
one.
fucking badass, man. I just started
Cyborg.
reading the first. I read the first 4 issues. So fucking.
Well, it's Constantine,
cool,
clearly. He is a part of... He's a part of... He stands apart of DC.
And because he was Vertigo at first, but you know.
Yeah, so...
But now they brought him into the DC publishing, so it's cool in that universe. Meeting up with Superman and shit.
I think the main thing is, other than the core 5, Martian Manhunter, even him, not really. So Superman, Batman, kind of Green Lantern, Wonder Woman. Other than those, you don't really get a backstory of the people.
I want answers. Who are you people? Who is Michael Korvac?
Can you hear that, Justin?
Yes, I can. Barely, though. It sounds like it's like at a distance.
How's my volume, Justin?
English now.
Your volume's great, buddy. Sounds like a radio.
Notice I have my new fresh mic.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, finally got it, man.
I feel that.
Help explain things.
Just waiting on that USB to XLR cable coming.
Oh, is that the one that changes it to small?
Yes.
Is that?
I could probably tell you the episode.
Oh, Hopper.
Oh, here comes Hopper. Is that?
Can you get a suit?
He just shamelessly wants to show off the abs.
Yes.
Nipple shot.
Hey, I just come in out of the bathroom.
Damn, that looks so good though.
Just sprucing my shit up a little bit, and I'm in boxers and shirtless.
I'm here.
What? We're live on YouTube? That's crazy.
Wait, are we really?
I can't tell if those are lower ribs or abs.
I feel like I should drop my shirt here.
I'm okay with this.
Okay, cool. This is recording. Awesome. Okay. And Justin, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I like how I'll be able to do this and then hop in on this.
Yeah. Justin, talk.
Hello. I'm talking right now. What can I do for you?
Angles. Perspective.
Maybe this won't work as I thought it was. Maybe it was something else.
To be honest, though, I do not watch live. I like all the sound effects and shit. I like the production value.
Oh, no, it doesn't work. But it's going to where they all have gone.
No, we look sexy as fuck.
Well, I mean, clearly you, but...
Justin, say something.
Hey again.
Okay, cool.
The
We're all
channel
back.
didn't work like I
Awesome.
thought it was. It's going to the same channel.
Yeah.
So
here,
we're
have
streaming
some
live
cake.
on YouTube? Is that happening?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Would you like the link to share with your friends?
Yeah,
Probably
please do,
not. I'm
because I'll
probably
put it
making an
on
ass of myself.
Facebook.
Sorry?
Here it is in the Google Hangout.
Fuck yeah, listen less.
How was it in terms of little raunchiness?
It was wonderful, all of it. The last guest that came on, Natalie Jumper, fucking kicked ass. Yeah,
she offset the amount of fucks that were said by me. So it was just nice to have that balance instead of me just being.
No, but I like how she started off with she's like, "Frack that," and I was like, oh, "That's cute." And then she's like, "Wait, can we cuss on here?" I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, we could. And she's like, "Oh, well then, fuck it."
Then she
just
did stop.
lose it, yeah. And then she just dropped it like it's hot. And a little swole pants. Just the voice.
Yeah, man.
I had to leave the room. I had to go be by myself for a while.
Are we live right now?
On YouTube, apparently. I know.
Now we have to watch what we say.
Fuck that. Oh, we do?
Well, no, I mean like.
Good people can find us now.
Yep, that's why I never mentioned my last name, which is
Yeah.
Jeffries.
You heard it's Jeffries.
Here.
Okay, Steve's back.
Hey, Steve. I can
What's
hear
up,
you,
Kyle?
but you couldn't hear you.
This is kind of cool, man. Because I'm hearing myself as I talk to you
Half a second later.
half a second later. I'm not going to like it and hear what the fuck I'm saying, and then I'll be like, bad.
Is Powers back yet? No, he's not getting back yet.
Hey, your tank is inside out.
I know.
Your Gildan Ultra Cotton. This is the lowest class of shirts.
Really?
195 at McCrary's. Fuck that shit.
I don't know what just happened. Yeah.
I know my t-shirts.
I'm gonna hide all my tags.
No, all I care about is this.
Well, I care quite a bit about the view that I'm getting.
No one can see it, but
Nobody can get it. Well,
If only there was some plumber's crack going on.
Yeah, I know. Although I don't know. I'm
That's all we're
kinda
missing.
digging what I am getting here. These faded purples.
So bad right now.
But what about the top of the crack? Like just peeking in. Oh,
Just a snippet.
yep.
a crack
That's why I hide my butt.
it's just a little bit of sag with these pink pants. Whoa.
Well, that's playing in your ears.
Yeah. What is that?
I can't find a pair of jeans at H&M that fits me well.
Really? Well, maybe
They
you should go
don't.
with me.
My thighs are they're too big, man.
You got too big of thighs.
Too big of thighs.
It's all that bison.
That's what does it, man.
It's all that bison. Too much bison going on. in your
M
thighs.
bison?
That was a drug of some kind that I didn't know existed. All that bison
thighs.
you're
It's a
taking.
thing. Look it up. Google it. I'm pretty sure that we've cornered the market niche of bison thighs on Google.
Bison thighs.
Everything's
All right, well, I didn't know that we were live, folks.
Yeah, that exactly. What?
That's why you came out in a
I
blazer.
also didn't know that we were live.
So Hop, whenever you're ready to go, we are ready to go. Oh, there's your board. If you are confused or frustrated, you are not what?
No, oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me fix that.
If you are not confused or frustrated, you're not reading.
The only thing you're wearing is a fucking blazer and underwear.
Look at how proud he is too.
We're really
That's
working
right.
towards those million views. Working hard, Hopper.
Oh, Hop, let me show you your shirt real quick. You got to come get this tomorrow before you leave.
Yeah.
I appreciate you whoring yourself out for the betterment of the podcast.
I didn't realize Justin put us live yet.
Whenever
What'd you
you're
say,
ready to
Bobby?
go, we are gonna go. By the way.
I'm plugging in my microphone unless you want me to use this terrible quality webcam.
Yes, can you please do that? I don't know where it went, Steve. I don't know where you put it.
What? What's your channel about there?
Oh, this is Val's hat. I just wanted to use it because it fits the podcast. There's also a shield right behind you. I don't know if you noticed that. And there's also a
And
Groot in the
Groot.
corner.
Groot in the corner.
There's a Groot in the corner?
There's
There's
a Groot
he's
in the
a baby
corner.
Groot.
There's a group, baby group growing.
Yeah, Powers, we got this for you.
Yeah! Yeah!
Why did you want a size large? Don't you usually wear smalls?
In the child section?
And do you think that you're a black guy? Are you drinking purple drink right now?
I'm wearing the blazer that Damien gave me.
Simple.
Oh, you're wearing the blazer that Damien gave you in addition to drinking purple drink.
Funny, since Damien is black.
And he's
We're
drinking
talking about
purple drink.
T'Challa.
All right, so make sure that you're recording
We're
everybody.
channeling Black Panther
Are we
right
getting
now.
racist on
Please
this
make
already?
sure that we are.
Right,
No,
so
we're,
we've
we're
already
cutting
lost
down
our
the
audience,
racism
Kyle, it's
and the
okay.
raunchy on the current.
Well, you've already lost the majority of your ethnic anything
Yeah, it's pretty
viewers
much.
and or listeners.
I did, yeah, single-handedly.
That was a while ago,
Yes.
too.
Hopefully, I can lose this white skin too.
Wait, that was before all the fans are going to join.
Do we have anybody in our YouTube channel making comments yet?
Josh
I hope
Moss and
not.
Michelle are here.
Get the
Oh,
fuck
really?
out of here!
Yeah!
Okay,
Really?
so
I don't know who either of
10,
these people are.
9, 8. You guys ready?
Wait, Joe, I still haven't plugged in my.
Turn on your audacities, because I didn't.
See? Yeah. Let me just rub this on my beard.
Alright, mute your YouTube channels.
You already lost the majority of.
There's delay.
That was a super hard delay.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it is. For being live, it's actually delay. I don't understand the internet, so I don't know what goes into that, but I can't imagine that's easy to program. Let's be honest.
Kudos, Google.
Yeah.
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 Nyaka.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the podcast. I'm Joe, I'm your host, and
We
these are
didn't
my
clap.
nuggets, not the ones in my pants. This week, we have with us Kyle and Cassidy from ModernMarvel.com.
Joey didn't clap.
I know, I'm not actually going, I'm just practicing.
Oh. You freaked me out.
Kyle and Cass, say hello.
Hello. I do want to get into something later, a little point of contention with your podcast at the start of the show, so we'll get into that later.
Just do it now.
Just do it now? Okay.
No, do it later. Actually, just do it right at the beginning of the podcast. I think that makes sense.
we need to get the link for the.
It's already on Facebook.
Oh, it's on the chat, and on Facebook as well. It's in the Google Hangout chat.
Oh, yeah,
Snapchat.
Wait, so when I talk, it shows up as you?
Yeah, that's the only. I'm sorry.
I'm like a puppet master. That's awesome.
We don't have
Kyle Cassidy picture?
No, we don't have a webcam on Val's computer, so we just have to deal. Yeah.
Hey, Josh Moss, did you fucking type Shazam after I said it? You can just type a comment. I'll see it. It's pretty cool. Waiting for your response.
It's got a little bit of a delay.
Josh Moss in the house.
A little bit of a delay. Let's see him deliver. Maybe he's in a battle right now in Final Fantasy and can't break away.
I apologize for everything I'm about to say about you during this. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be dirty. And
Michelle
not
said
necessarily
yes.
a good way.
No, that yes was up there beforehand.
Oh really? I just
Yeah,
saw
that
it.
was- I think that was when I shouted out to Michelle.
That's my bro.
Oh. What
Michelle,
a
you're the
delay
best.
this one is.
Like I said on Facebook, I miss your aura. Because you're so shiny, and I hope you fall into a kingdom or a universe in your control.
I did not know we were
in the course of your life.
I feel like this just turned into Match.com.
I like that.
Michelle is one of the
Testing my
most special
microphone.
people on the planet. And I just wanted you to know that before we go
And I
live.
just
My
wanted
microphone's
you
down.
to
And maybe when we go live.
Hold on, I gotta plug my phone in.
Can we get her like a pillow or something so she's not sinking into the quicksand of this?
That's on you, because I'm in the middle. I can't really move anywhere.
Here, you want to take my chair? Take my chair.
I will take your chair.
This way, me and Joe can both get low.
Get low, get
I
low,
think
get
that means that- I think
low.
that means that you and I are.
You do have to slide it over. It's just you and me now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
'cause
fine.
me and
You
Joe
know
are
what?
gonna
Fuck
be
you.
low over here.
I didn't even want to be part of
Powers, hey powers, are you ready?
Now I get to kind of lounge.
Yeah, no, bring it down, and then I'll kind of come down on my butt here, into my yoga pose.
Chair right here.
In my yoga. Oh, I didn't even see that one there. Oh,
We'll both get in on these chairs. We'll push this fucking computer back.
yeah. Okay, cool. Now I'm sitting. I mean, I could chair pose all day hitting that yoga, but. Hey, you look, you're back, and with an American flag. I feel like I should have that flag.
I actually use it to cover up the glare on my monitor. Watch. Look at my whiteboard. Watch what I'm about to do.
I didn't.
See?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess there was like a little tiny less glare. And oh my God, so much glare! Stop! I can't see.
You know what? I'm trying. All
Hey,
right.
do you have your mic plugged in yet so we can get this rolling? Because you were complaining, and now you're the one taking forever.
Listen, some people would appreciate a man taking his damn time.
Not me. I like when a guy's done with me in 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Dang, that is taking time in my book. That's sad.
Hear that, Josh Moss? Shiloh Engler.
Comments on our YouTube page unless you're playing some video games and listening to us.
Turn on update automatically. You don't have that turned on. Yeah, it says right there. Show 2 comments.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying that about my hair.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
DC.
I love you. I miss your I read that as anus.
No. It doesn't say anus.
It says aura, not anus.
It definitely says aura.
Freudian slip.
Okay, Powers, you ready?
I think so.
Here, if you guys would like to see the YouTube comments. Hey, how do I over here.
Yes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clap. Justin, you were totally not with us on that one.
Why did you say clap and then instead of just us clapping?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't know if we were going to do clap and then clap this time.
God damn it!
Clap. How are we doing it?
Do you have headphones in?
No.
Oh, well, where are your headphones at?
I never use headphones.
Maybe that's why your sound is bad.
Wait, you don't have headphones?
No.
Well, you plug some fucking headphones in. Hold on. Look at my voice got all high because I really need headphones. Oh, you're trying to just go to Facebook, dog. No.
I can't reach the. I don't have
You're on
Groot-like
my
arms.
Facebook.
No, we can't go grab the Groot-like arm.
Like, I know she's like something past,
She likes beards.
past couple minutes. Michelle.
So this is the new Emily Clevenger?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Now you understand?
I do.
Okay.
I have a frame of reference.
Stalking you, Michelle. I just thought you should
I'm
know
totally
that
Facebook stalked.
while we're doing it.
You're welcome.
Who's stalking who?
This Michelle.
Oh, awesome. So Justin's got all right.
Madam Michelle.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was the word.
That one worked.
Really? I can line it up. Just stop talking and I can line it up. I swear to God I know how to do this. I've done this for 13 issues. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Hero Nuggets podcast. My name is Joe and I'm your host. This issue we've got an awesome show. This issue we have 2 guests from us from modernmarvel.com. I'm going to introduce them in a second. But we also cover in this issue Batman Superman number 3, maybe Captain Marvel 15, Captain America number 10. We cover New Avengers number 9, which is the Infinity tie-in. We cover Justice League number 23, which is the conclusion of the Trinity War saga. Hopefully we'll get to Thor, hopefully we'll get to Uncanny X-Men, and hopefully we'll get to Thanos Rising. I'm sure there's something I missed. It was a big week in comics. But that being said, I'm going to let Steve introduce himself. We're going to go down the line, and here we go.
Hello, it's Steve again.
Hello,
Justin,
Steve.
say hello.
Is it my turn already?
Yeah, go. Say hi.
Oh, hey, it's Justin. Hi. We're doing this fast. Go.
Yeah,
Next person,
no.
go.
We're super excited this week. Powers, go.
Hey everyone, it's me, it's Hopper, and I'm as excited as you are to be here, which is to say a lot.
That tone.
And then joining us this week, instead of just jumping in randomly in the middle of a conversation, we have Kyle and Cassidy from Modern Marvel Cosplay, where they take modern spins on classic costumes. Kyle and Cassidy, say hello.
Hi, I do want to point out that Hopper is so excited to be with you that he is wearing so little clothes right now. So if you're
I'm pulling an
watching live,
Anchorman right now.
It's going to be a treat for you because he's wearing, I think, literally just a blazer. He's working hard for our million views.
If only there was a donate button on YouTube and you have to take it off as people donate.
Wouldn't that be something? We'd probably get, how much money do we have? I'd have $1.
Well, we do have the Sexiness Hero Nuggets
say if I
catalog
had a
coming out
nipple.
later this winter, so maybe you'll get a chance to see Hopper Sans blazer then.
And speaking of sexiness, if you guys didn't notice, Val is not here with us this week.
Where's Val? We
He's
don't
away
know.
in Boston.
Stand in.
He's sleeping
Just
or something.
sleep.